Why would you put that near me?
I can't put it near you.
That's kind of your fault, Scott. I got to side with him on that one. You fucked up.
We're rolling.
How's your
Broad
fingers,
Street
Scott?
Breakdown Anniversary Show.
That's right, the big 1-0.
1-0. We are 10 years old.
Woo!
Right? Something of that nature, yeah.
What can you do when you're 10 years old? Not much, right?
Ride bikes, run fast when you get new sneakers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ride skateboards.
Broad Street Breakdown is brought to you by Crescent Street Tattoo. 4371 Crescent Street, Philly, PA. 215-487-0360. Facebook.com/Crescent Street Tattoo. IG Crescent Street Tattoo. Email crescentstreettattoo@gmail.com. And website Crescent Street Tattoo. Also brought to you by Stevie Puerto Rico's book.
Rico! Oh!
No slam dancing, no stage diving, no stage diving, no spikes, an oral history of the legendary City Gardens. Written by Stevie Puerto Rico and our good friend Amy Yates Wolfing. Gentlemen, how are we this evening?
How we doing?
A lot of snow.
Snow gimmicks?
OG Gavin.
We got a good buddy.
Damn hat Pablo.
We got a good buddy Mick sitting in. Mick from a band called No Stare, favorite band of mine. How you doing, Mick?
Not too bad, not too bad. Thanks
Good
for
to have
having me,
you.
guys.
Good to have you. Good
Honored
to have
to be
you.
here.
Stevie Puerto Rico, how you doing?
I'm all right, Vinny. How you doing?
I'm alive, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, we're here.
Professor Pablo, what's the word, kid?
Bocce balls!
Been saving that for 2 weeks.
My God.
2 weeks I've been saving that.
It wasn't that good, pal. I don't even know what that means.
You don't need to know what it
bocce
means.
balls?
No.
It's a real grease ball game.
Oh, yeah.
It's like outdoor bowling
Oh,
for
yeah, I
Italians.
do know what it is.
There's a little ball.
I don't know why
there's a big
it's-
balls.
I don't know. Whatever.
Scott Strong,
Don't try and analyze it.
Yeah.
Just
you had a little accident before the show today, so we
Yeah, I
want to
did.
thank you for.
yeah, he's playing injured today.
He's wounded. What happened?
Playing through the injury.
Yeah, I was making a salad.
Tough guy.
You know,
You know what I mean?
you don't win friends with salad.
You don't make friends with salad.
You don't make friends with salad. You don't win friends with salad. Continue.
Anyway, I had just sharpened the knife, and I
Stop.
yeah. It was the broccoli that did it.
It's chopping broccoli.
You chopping broccoli. There's a lady I know.
She was chopping broccoli.
So what I did was I brought a high def TV and
It don't look like you got no deaf right
and
now.
I got no def, and I got the gimmick that gets us all the gimmicks. The
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray gimmick that has the WWE Network and Netflix and all of that, so we can watch it. And it's got the gimmick in the front for the thumb drive. So when my brother gets me all the new movies on the thumb drive, and then
So was it black? The pictures.
what had happened was
What had happened was
the fucking
seems that.
HDMI gimmick didn't come with the
the
thing.
cable didn't come.
Yeah.
But anything.
So we're looking at nothing right now.
nothing.
Essentially, what it's going to do, especially for the music, we talk a lot during the podcast, which is distracting enough. But when you and I start watching fights or wrestling, we'll probably get no work done. So,
Right. And you're telling me this? Like I don't know this.
Correct. My album will
So
be
it's-
coming out in 2020.
It was a good career move.
It was a
to
good
get that
run.
TV.
I had a good run. The album's about halfway done. I figure we did half the album in what, 4 to 6 months?
Sure.
The other half should take 4 to 6 years. Once we start watching old pay-per-views.
Yep.
And,
That's a good idea for him to bring that in.
well, look, man, I need to be constantly stimulated.
Hey,
The only thing that would be worse than that is if I got like some kind of like vodka service delivery.
Right.
a vodka fountain.
Then we'd
Well,
be just
personally, I don't know what you're talking about. but
Yeah.
Maybe speak for yourself.
yeah.
Apparently, as I look at this box that we got here, it also will allow us to play PlayStation games if we choose.
Yes.
Oh,
so that'll be a little bit less
We're fucked.
time to work. If you live on the East Coast, well, I don't know if that's what we're gonna go for. I think I would be remiss if I didn't bring up
Episode 9.
episode 9.
Do we have to?
In which
I'm just starting to forget it
A
now. Do we
biopic.
really have to revisit it?
a biopic, which is called, what is it called? The
Working
podcast.
title is called The Podcast.
Podcast.
Now,
Real
from what I
inventive.
remember about
Podcast the movie.
from what I remember about from what I remember about the first draft, it had nothing to do with the podcast. Yeah, it's called The Podcast.
It's the build-up to what essentially made me what I am today.
I think I'm the fucking star of this thing if you go by social media.
Did we happen to go the whole week last week and nobody said podcast the movie? Did that never happen?
Probably.
There were a lot
great.
of I'm not sure I'm saying this word correctly, so don't play me out if I'm not. But there was a lot of our listeners that made memes. Is that the right word?
Yeah,
I say memes.
It's not memes. It's memes.
I know it's not memes, but I enjoy saying memes.
Oh, it's okay. So I enjoy you saying.
Easy, pal. Relax.
Yeah, man, settle the fuck down.
Angry Snowman.
Settle the fuck down, fucking co-man.
It's a weird word to say either way.
It's a douche chill word.
Yeah.
So I'm there was
It's up there with selfie.
That's
absolutely. There was a good number of memes
Classic, man.
depicting the sicko melting
Poor Snowman.
in various stages of melt.
in various stages
Can
between
everybody
water and snow.
make a new meme of Sicko correcting me or saying I know it's not, but I choose to say it, Mimi?
Angry Snowman.
Can everybody make 50 of those, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. Marry the people.
I feel like this,
MEE-MEE.
yeah, I feel like the Snowman kind of stole my thunder in my own biopic.
Hey, man.
Listen, look.
Well,
man.
listen,
people
let-
want what the people want.
Let me say something.
Historically speaking, I mean, I don't know that Pesci was the star of Goodfellas, but he.
Exactly.
I mean, sometimes it just happens, man.
Yeah.
I don't ever.
You know what I'm saying, Hendry?
I don't ever
How you doing,
re-listen
Hendry?
to the podcast. Never. Unless
I don't
hear
either.
it in the background when Jackie or Kathleen or somebody's listening to it. So, being that we were all stuck in the fucking house for 9 weeks with the fucking blizzard, Jackie was listening to it while she was making dinner or whatever, and I was hearing a lot of it. I usually hear little bits and pieces. So I heard most of episode 9. I laughed out loud at me laughing out loud at you telling this fucking story with the movie podcast, the movie.
Podcast the movie.
Podcast the movie.
Patent pending.
Like, how twisted is that? That I laughed at myself laughing at you.
Is it podcast and then those two little gimmicks,
Yeah.
the dots?
The colon.
Podcast. That's not a semicolon. That's a colon.
Yeah, no, make it a colon.
Make it a colon.
Yeah.
I love when it's a colon.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Podcast the movie.
Yes.
And I got heat. I know. I appreciate you putting me over, but I have heat with you.
There we go.
Because you were at the end of the joint, you were like, "Boo earns to this fucking movie."
That was Vinny who said that.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. I did not say Boo Earns. Vinny did.
Sicko.
Because when
It
Vinny
was-
said it,
I don't even remember.
I thought, fuck, I should have said Boo Earns.
You said it.
I didn't.
All right.
Somebody on Facebook or something said I said it, and I didn't say it. It was Vinny. I'm 90%
I'll
sure
take
it
it
was
back.
Vinny.
What kind of shit is this? You're just sending me right up the fucking river, man.
No,
You're
I'm
fucking-
with you.
you're-
I was heated. The reason I remember it is because I was heated that I didn't think to say it.
You'll crumble in the cross, man, if it comes down
that's
to it.
not even the case.
I don't
you know that's
remember
not the
at all.
case. How dare you?
I don't remember who said it.
I only remember because somebody said it on Facebook. Anyways.
Here's the other shit that blew up in my face about this whole thing. So
Something tells me that was put to tape forever. So something tells me it's not.
So wifey listened to the episode and same thing. I just hear her laughing hysterically
Yeah.
throughout the house.
Yeah.
So later on that night, she's like, I really wasn't familiar with Buzz Argetti. who's fucking allegedly playing you.
Yeah.
So she Googles him, fucking looks up the whole gimmick, right?
Which
Yeah.
I must say is a mockery.
So that night you had to
Why,
pretend
that
to
she
be
doesn't know
Bowser.
about
No. Both are getting playing him.
Right.
That's a mockery.
So, and playing it, Pablo somehow discovers the hunk.
And how is Pablo the leading man of this?
Well, he wrote it.
That doesn't matter.
Case in point.
I will defend him. He took the time to write a script. If he wants to put himself in the lead,
Bidding war going on right now.
Yeah.
The bid is currently at $1.
So good.
So yeah, so you're on the right path, right? So later on that night, next thing
are
I
you
know,
sure when you heard her laughing, it wasn't a maniacal laugh? That's more, I ruined my life.
Get me out of
right?
here.
Get me out of
Yeah,
this.
the divorce lawyer was like, "You're fucked," and she was like laughing that her life is fucked.
Did she have any sharp objects in her hand? Was she?
So later on that night, next thing I know, the fucking lights are out. She's on top of me, right? This never happens.
Jeez.
So I'm like, I'm gonna let this happen, right? But
This is
midway
Whoa.
through,
Let me ask you a question.
Right.
Go ahead.
Midway through this whole John, I'm like, she's not fucking me, dude. She's thinking I'm the Bowser Arquette gimmick. She's banging it, so I gotta,
This should
I can look at her. I'm looking in her
Are we
eyes.
sure that
I'm
this-
looking at her eyes. She ain't looking at me, dude.
You're
Are
going
we
to
sure
a fuck
that this is okay?
But I allow it to happen because I don't
not
turn down
that.
pussy.
I don't. Oh wow.
I don't turn down. I don't care.
You have a fucking. Your mind is a dark place.
What? So anyway,
This is my life, man. This is
So-
my mind. This is my
I
life.
understand, bro.
I take it when I can get it, Paz.
These
I
guys
ain't
are
like
worried.
you.
These guys are worried that you're talking too much. I want more. But what I'm saying is, it's just really fucking dark in there, man.
This is where I live. I can't get out of it.
You can't.
I'm trying.
And once this airs, you're not getting laid again.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so yesterday, I'm picking the kids up from school. I'm helping my man out here because he's fucking digging himself a hole here.
I personally enjoy it, but you,
I hand him a
that's
shovel.
bad. That's
Right.
bad.
Right.
Anyway, Chrissy, I'm sorry.
Good man.
Boo earns.
yeah, boo earns.
I go to pick the kids up yesterday, and I get my father, who's been staying with me for a little while, to come with me.
Jer.
Yeah, Jer. We're driving home, and it's Xavier's late day, so we only have Lyden and Kaylee in the car. And we're driving home. The car I have has one of those cassette adapter things to plug your gimmicks into.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that gimmick.
Yeah.
I had one when I had a bucket.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got the things in the thing. It's plugged, and it keeps going. And the thing, and it's fucking cutting out on me.
Nah, man, that's not acceptable.
Fucker. So I take it out of the thing, and I'm driving.
Are
this
you
whole
all
time.
fucking revved up?
Not yet.
Did you
But,
blow on it? You got to blow on it.
I did the whole thing.
All right.
The whole thing I did. But it was the connection to the gimmick that was the problem. Fucking there. So Kaylee's all the way in the back of the deal, and Lyden and my dad are talking, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, motherfucker, and I'm driving this fucking thing. So I put it back in, and you got to restart Pandora, the whole fucking deal. Do the fucking thing, and it's like So I take the fucking thing.
I like, what song was it? Remember? I like
I
that.
think it was Donna Summer.
All right.
So I take the fucking thing out of the thing, roll my window down, wrap it up, and chuck it out the fucking window. Like, motherfucker. My father, I haven't been in this much trouble since I was like 8 years old. My father and Lyden, well, not so much Lyden, but my father had a fucking fit, man. He's like, Jeffrey, you can't throw things out the window. You
Litter bug.
What was it, the litter bug part or the cursing?
The litter bug part. But I was in such a fucking rage that I need to get it out of the car.
No. I support this.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, I'm just curious. Like, when I'm in a rage, there's various reasons why my mother is upset with me.
Yeah.
Is it the cursing? Is it the age of the lady? Get the fuck out of my way. And she's like, look at how old she is. And you're cursing. You should.
He was pissed because according to him, he doesn't even throw out a piece of paper this big.
So
But I said I wasn't littering. I was just getting this thing the fuck out of the car. I can't fucking look at it anymore.
that's that logic is fucking.
Yeah, what are you going to go
That
swing
logic
back
is
and pick it
fuzzy.
up?
You know that.
My logic?
Yeah, that it's not littering.
Oh,
It's because you're mad.
Oh, and you're acting like you're not backing me 100%. Had I texted you at the time and said, "Was this justified?" You would have said, "I would have thrown everything out of the car."
I want to go to the car now and throw the seats out of it, just because of Pandora.
This is what I'm saying. It wasn't Pandora. It was the hookup gimmick. And I fucking threw it out the window.
I do not approve.
You know what? I actually
I don't understand why people litter out of their cars in this day and age.
I wasn't littering out of the car, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like I had a fucking wrapper for something. I was like, fucking throw it out of the thing. I'm not littering. I'm throwing the fucking thing out the window because it made me mad. I just happened to be in a car. If I was in my house, I would throw it out the fucking window there.
Does the ends justify the means? Were you happier after you threw it out the window?
I was.
You liar.
I was.
And I'm going to agree with him on that because I've punched things, holes indoors in my home. There's a closet in my bedroom where there's 5 holes that go all the way through. One of them was from the night that Miguel Cotto beat no-legged Sergio Martinez. That's another topic for another day. And when my hand's bleeding and swollen and I have a bag of like peas on it, my mother goes, "Say, do you feel better now?" I say, "I feel fucking amazing right now." She's trying to show me that I'm a bozo because my hand swelled up and I'm hurt now. And by showing me, she says, "See, do you feel better?" I say, "I feel so much better. You can't even imagine." And she just shakes her head.
One time I was in the shower years ago, and I used to have this little radio gimmick on the ledge next to the window.
This is getting a little risque.
Hey now.
On the ledge next to the window that would play the fucking radio, just so I wasn't hearing nothing. Because I don't like to hear. I need something. So it was on whatever station it was on.
People who would do anything in silence, I think should be put in the silence.
Yeah.
Continue on, please. Sorry.
So that song, that Offspring song, the "Pretty Fly for a White Guy" thing came out, and I'm reaching out of the shower and I can't quite reach it to change the channel. So what did I do? I had the window cracked open so it wasn't get steamy out there. I pushed the radio out the window, but it held on, so it's hanging out the window playing Offspring while I'm in the shower until I was done, and then it was
I back that.
I pushed it right the fuck out the window.
back
Like,
that 100%.
motherfucker,
I like that a lot, and I think going back to our first or second episode, I said they're one of few bands. You know, people love and hate bands. And, you know, if you don't like them, you just don't like them. I feel like that personally with my music. If someone was to shit on me, I'm like, well, just don't listen to my music. It seems simple enough. That band actually offends me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
They're shit.
Me too.
They are, but there's a lot of shit bands. I'm offended by that.
But
band.
what's worse is there'll be a band that you hate and you can avoid. But there was a fucking 2-year, 3-year period where you couldn't go to a fucking show, festival during the summer and not see the
My
Offspring.
late high school years, they were unavoidable. And and high school adds a lot to that because of who's around. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you go to a diverse high school. You know what I mean? And it's like, whatever the worst rap shit is, you're going to hear that. Whatever the worst, you know what I mean? You're going to hear that. Whatever the worst rock shit is, because you got to go to, what are the gimmicks called when they call everyone into the auditorium?
Assembly.
Like assemblies, and it's like, this bozo's dancing to this, or the song is The Offspring, or the song is whatever bad rap hit was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can create a cocoon at a certain point in your life. You know what I mean? And in school, it was the summers because you would just be with your boys.
I mean, I never tried to see that band, and I think I've seen them 6 times.
See what I'm saying? That's like my exposure to them. Not once was
by your own doing.
Right, and weren't they then or are still, weren't they on Epitaph?
I believe so.
Then they were. So you're basically talking about a band that's connected to a label that had bands that we were into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a few.
Yeah, a few.
You know what I'm saying? But definitely was a self-made punk rock label. Whether you like,
the worst was.
I know Gavin sells Bad Religion, so he hates them.
Too much smarty talk.
You know what? I'm right there with you, Gavin.
I'm gonna write that down.
See, you too.
Sicko, write that down.
Thank
you.
you. Right there.
Too
Bad
much
Religion
smarty talk.
sucks. Can't get into them.
I'm a fan, but I think this is
I'm
going to
a
work
teacher and
well.
I'm a professor and I went to the thing and now I'm teaching you things and now you will know more stuff because you listen to my song.
Damn.
Fuck you.
Exactly.
And I will use 9-syllable words, even
Right.
though they don't fit in.
Scientist.
Pablo, we're getting...
Fuck off.
I like them.
They've been
I'm not
writing
gonna
the
defend
same
them, though.
fucking album since Suffer. Everything
I
sounds
do like
exactly
the
like
album
Suffer.
title. How could hell be any worse? I love that album.
Suffer's great. Generator's great. Stallone, fan? Not a fan?
Nah.
Indifferent?
Nah.
Wow.
Not a
So
fan.
it's one...
Not a fan.
It's, we're getting...
Wow.
It's shocking, Pablo.
I know.
A shocking turn of events.
They don't like harmonies. What can I say?
It ain't even
Well, I like
that.
harmonies.
I
I
don't
just
know.
don't like those
I don't want to
harmonies.
hear what this motherfucker's got to say for himself.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You read a book. Whoop-de-do.
So you don't like politics and hip?
No,
and
it's fucking.
music?
It feels self-important.
Well, it depends on where, who's saying it and where it went, or where it's going.
Yeah, I think we all.
It depends on the presentation to me.
And-
don't talk down to me. I ain't having it.
Yeah.
You're all fucking charged up.
He's
man.
right,
A lot of coffee.
Well, if you're on the, well, I guess people hear us like a few days after, but and we've missed a week, but we missed last show because we were fucking buried in
Yeah.
a fucking blizzard, is what it was called.
Snowpocalypse.
Snowpocalypse.
I forget what the name of it was.
Jonas. My name is Jonas.
I live upstairs from you.
That's
Wow,
fucking-
you just
I'm making
mixed-
my own
that's-
song.
that was.
That's Luca.
I know. I made my own song.
You made us. I was going. My name is Jonas.
Everybody
Carrying your
make-
will.
Yeah.
Okay.
snowman memes of Sicko writing his own songs. Thank you.
Would you stop?
That's what you
Jesus
get for
Christ.
firing on me in the first fucking 2 minutes, pal.
You mean Mimi?
Yeah. That's what you get.
How
I
dare
know
you.
they're memes. I choose to call them memes.
Wow, an impression too.
Man,
Wow.
2 minutes in, you're shooting on me. The fuck? Now I'm calling the army.
So I fucking had to. I had to run to the store. You know, every jerk off runs to the store for bread and milk and does all that gimmick. I just needed to get something to eat. I was like, oh man, I'm not cooking anything. Like I run out. I don't know, maybe pick up a pizza or something like that. Ran out. So I text him. I'm like, it's already fucked. Let's say the snow started at 7 or 8 on that Friday. I was out like 6:30. Literally, if you can choose the worst time to pull out of your house, you know, you guys all know how well prepared I am in life.
Well, you were like, I'm going to the store. I'll text you in a minute. And then like 4 hours later,
There's fucking
you're like, what the fuck happened?
there's like fucking steam coming off my head. I almost got into a physical altercation with the ladies. Everybody, people walk. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Cutting in front of me. It was a scene.
And you're an angry driver to begin with under the best circumstances.
Yeah, which is why I really try to avoid having Gavin in my car because he's nervous.
Yeah.
He doesn't like cars.
Yeah.
He doesn't
I'm with
like,
him.
Doesn't like cars. He doesn't like driving. And Pablo, who I'm 10 times more aggressive than, and Pablo's not a mad driver at all.
Not
you
at
know what
all.
I mean? I have horrible road rage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the last time you drove with me was when we went to see Ghost.
Right.
And we really didn't. It was like South Philly
Yeah.
to Chinatown, back to Devil's Den.
Right.
So that wasn't, you know.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. So you were hitting me, yo, I'm losing my fucking mind. These people like snow. They hate snow. It's fucking snow. What's going on this fucking Facebook? Yo, man, I really fucking hate people. And that's something we always say jokingly, but there's certain tones that you write in where I can tell you're not working.
When you have fucking French toast 14 days in a row because you're snowed in, you get a little fucking cranky, pal. I don't understand the need. What I was saying to you is I don't understand the need for people to get on Facebook or Twitter or whatever the fuck and do their commentary about the snow, pro or con. It's fucking snow, man.
Haven't we pretty much determined that weather is the most boring topic of conversation? What in what world do you think adding pictures of weather to the conversation makes it interesting?
Like, I just feel like, you know, okay, it was the first time it snowed this year. All right, I get it. Like, fucking cool, man. Talk about you got out of work the next day. Talk about some. they're commenting on the snow itself, man, and that's like it's like fuck. What did you just move here from fucking Cambodia? Like you just seeing fucking snow, man? What the fuck?
It's a holiday in Cambodia.
If we weren't getting fucked with by the man, we could put that song in. Right?
Exactly.
Right?
The fucking man. Right. Stallone puts that right in there. Yo.
So were you snowed in your car and all that's the typical Philly gimmick?
I parked. I got a spot right out front of the house, and it actually
Before the
wasn't-
snow.
Yeah, and it actually wasn't quite as bad because I didn't have to dig out until Tuesday because the kids didn't have school. So by that point, I dug out for. It took me about 20 minutes, I'd say.
Mick, were you buried in?
Oh yeah, I was buried. I was buried.
So you just anger.
Anger. Yes. Yes. Well, actually, to be honest with you, I wasn't that angry because I mean, originally growing up in New England, you see the snow. We used to get a lot of snow, so it is what it
my
is.
life was not impacted in one single bit by the snow.
My life wasn't impacted per se. I don't go out much anymore.
I don't go nowhere.
But I know Scott and I as well. I mean, the podcast we didn't do it.
Sure.
Scott and I lost a week of work. I mean, him being a writer and stuff. If he's stuck at home, he can still do shit, and I can try to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
kitchen table.
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah. You do as best you can, but we can't get anything.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know. Obviously, like no one says where they live specifically. Were you buried in? Or?
I mean, the block was a mess, and I live on one of these side streets in South Philly.
Yeah, I mean, I know
the
your
last
street.
place they'll ever plow.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple years ago, we had to actually hire somebody with a plow on the front of their truck to come down the block eventually.
You
Yeah,
see them fucking goofs on the news who got tired of waiting for the plow and they dug it out. There was like 17 dudes with little shovels fucking digging their street out.
I saw
like,
some.
that's Philly shit.
I
man.
seen heads in
Like, it's-
Germantown. Like y'all ain't coming up here.
Yeah.
Like we'll just rally the block.
Yeah.
And the news lady was like, good. And they were all like, we doing this shit ourselves, dog.
That's Philly shit, man. Philly's never happy. Like they bitch if they got to go to work, but then they bitch after 2 days that they can't go to work.
Right, because they
So
can't
it's
make
like-
money.
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's-
I mean, it's like I posted on the IG, like someone dug out their spot, and you know how they put out that Philly PD put out that thing like you can't save spots
Yeah, no
anymore.
safeties or whatever.
Yeah, and someone
Bulls be getting killed over
well,
that
someone
shit.
put up a sign like some real remedial shit, and it was like, if you park in my spot, I'll break your fucking windows.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
See, man,
I
when-
put that picture up on my Instagram if y'all want to see it. It's
great.
It's Box Cutter Pazzi on Instagram, but it's funny, and the reason it's more funny is particularly for everybody in this room is because as Philadelphians, it's not really shocking.
Not at all.
Like when you, it's like there's people you talk to, or when, like I've said in previous conversations on the show, like when you tour or whatnot, and people are like, oh, you're from, y'all sports fans are great, y'all are just buck wild, and it's like, it's just second nature for me to like walk into a bodega and see two people like ready to stab each other. I'm just ducking the knife so I can grab my hug and my rap snacks. You know what I mean?
And that parking spot shit, that's handed down from generation
well,
to
the cops
generation.
did a big push on the media this year about not doing it.
Yeah.
And Jackie's not, even though she's been here for however many years now, she's not from here. So she said to me, "What do you think about this? What's your opinion of the thing?" And I said, "Well, I think it's a jerk off move if I'm looking for a spot, but if it's my spot, you ain't fucking taking it."
And that's why it
And that
perpetuates.
right there sums up Philly
That's
for heads who don't know.
absolutely.
And it perpetuates that behavior, like you said, because I'm telling you this, man. If I dig that shit out, I'm fucking
Right.
stabbing you if you take my
Yeah.
shit.
Hey.
And that's not like no tough guy shit. That's OG.
Yep.
I'm going back to the fucking 40s, B. Like my grandparent, my Uncle Rudy, all of them. Like that shit ain't popping.
No shit. I'll tell you, none of my neighbors saw that fucking thing, or if they did, they fucking laughed at the TV when it
Right.
came on.
Yeah.
They want you to call 911.
Oh,
Like, Get
sure.
the fuck out of here. Now, I agree with Vinny on that. I dig that shit out. That's my spot. If I'm looking for a spot, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Like stop me from taking it then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
My uncle had the spot filled years ago. Out front of a spot was filled. He dug it out, went
Yeah.
in the crib to get his keys. Some bull was pulling in. He was like, hell no. The bull's like, I'm not moving. He fucking maced the whole car.
Yeah.
The boys like, all right, you're crazy. You got the spot back. Good. Like, pulled away.
Yo, they were fucking lawn chairs.
I'm gonna put a picture of my head in my spot. This is my fucking spot.
Space savers of every kind. There's small children.
Try and take it from me. I'll stand outside with my machete.
They'll leave anything just to save a spot.
I got machetes, pal.
Love the machete.
Gavin loves the machete in terms of weapons.
They do.
It's a perfect weapon.
His house is like machetes and weird voodoo things that fucking
And Ouija boards.
and that are going to put some fucking hex on me.
Yeah, that's that weird Jackie Brown shit.
Well, listen.
And he'll be drinking a freezing cold water when it's hot as shit out.
Water.
Gavin.
He's
And I'm like, yo, man, I'm dying.
this is not.
I
this
need
is
one.
Not
He's
even
like-
what happened.
He's
It's
like,
not
bet,
even-
and hands me a room temperature water.
Oh, we got heat now.
I'm like, yo, man.
The first time
how
in-
long have we known
listen
each
to me.
other, man? What kind of shit is
It's
this?
the first time in 30 years. Now we got heat.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
No, man.
What's wrong with
That's
room
fucked
temperature
up.
water?
First off,
It's
you
not
are,
even
you
how it
are mentally
happens,
ill
Scott.
because you like room temperature water.
Oh.
Mentally ill people like room temperature
Who drinks
water.
room temperature water?
I only drink room temperature water.
Gross.
The only,
It's weird.
the
It's
only,
It's not the way it happened at all.
Chinese don't put
We
anything
were
cold
leaving
in
to
their
go
bodies.
somewhere. Vinny picked me up. We were walking out the door. I had the one that was in the freezer in my hand, and Vinny was outside. He said, yo, grab me a water. And I said, yeah, all right. And I just grabbed him the water that was right there and handed it to him. He's
his
like, what
water
the
was
fuck?
like dripping
Yeah, but-
icicles. It was like fucking August.
How you gonna
Now
give a brother
every-
to room temperature water? That's fucked up.
Oh, me and you were going to that. Now me and you were going to go.
Your fat sicko just broke the chair. The fucking snowman. The co-man just broke the gimmick.
That's two, Steve.
Anyway.
He's got 2 marks on the list, this motherfucker.
I mean,
31 minutes into this shit. Steve's got 2 strikes now.
like we were saying with the snow shit on social media and whatever, and it happens as soon as the weather breaks. Excuse me, for any of the 4 seasons. Well, we're also down to 2. I don't think there's 4 seasons anymore.
Yeah, well,
right? It's basically hot and cold where we're at.
Yeah.
But and what makes me insane. We know that it's stupidity, okay, commenting on the weather. But what enrages me are it's freezing, then as soon as it gets hot, it's too hot. It's too hot.
Yeah.
Like, I love the cold. You ain't going to see me on the john like it's too cold. I
Yeah.
like it brick. I'll sleep in the snow. I would make an igloo if I could. During the snowstorm, my
Amen.
window was wide open.
I'm with you.
Wide open.
I
You
am
could
with
see
you. So
the
is
breath
so
in
is
my-
mine. Yep.
Now, that led to other things because we're currently in the political climate is crazy because there's a presidential election coming up. And so it's go ahead.
I feel like I liked people a lot more before I knew every fucking political opinion and thought in their heads.
Yeah, man. It's how much do you want to know about a motherfucker?
Yeah.
And you
go-
better be prepared to deal with that.
Well, I love
because
I love the motherfuckers that think it's their sworn duty to educate you. Like you got to tell me day by day. I got this one boy, I swear to God, I ain't putting his name out there,
Yeah,
but
of
he
course.
knows who he is. Every day has this way of writing things like, "Puh, you don't know anything about economics. Economic
yeah.
theory says,
yeah, the condescending guy. Well,
Like,
there's all these, just like in scenes. It's in punk rock hardcore. You got the vegan condescending dude.
Yes.
Then you got the drunk dude that stabs everyone in the
Yes.
show. Then you have the types.
Yes.
You have them on social media.
Absolutely.
You have the condescending dude. You
The
have the dude
archetypes.
that will fucking tell you. A kid said something funny. He said something funny to me when I was talking about disagreeable people. You know what I mean? Just that are disagreeable for the sake of being disagreeable. He's like, yeah, you'll say dogs have 4 legs, and these motherfuckers be like, not all of them. You know what I mean? It's like kind of like it's true. They exist.
Yes.
Like there's a couple people that routinely, not once a month, like not so much daily, but 3 or 4 times a week, where I'm like, this person is just saying this because they feel the need to disagree with what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, man, I can't hold you and say like I wasn't that disagreeable motherfucker when I was younger.
Right.
But that comes with like being a smart ass and
Right.
younger and thinking you know shit. Like,
Right.
when it's coming from a 30, 35, 40, 50-year, I'm like,
That shit's
yo, you still
tired.
living like that,
Yeah,
B?
that
I'm
shit's
agreeable
tired.
as shit now, man.
And you haven't got your ass beat in a long
Right.
time from it.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. It's like, yo, man, now I got to start handing out, like, now I got to drive to places to beat people up over some shit
Now
you
I
said
gotta
on the
go see-
interwebs.
Yo, you gotta
Now
set
I
up
gotta-
appointments. Like, yo, be there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there on Tuesday.
Now I gotta go see Todd from 3rd grade. Like, Todd, what the fuck happened to you? We played kickball together. Now you're a fucking asshole when we're 45. What the fuck happened?
Right,
dude?
and you only accept
Todd,
you
what the
accepted
fuck?
Todd because that was your kickball
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
And then he fucking posts to
We were
fucking
on the same
make,
team.
right? On the same
I
team.
picked him first. I was the captain. You
And then
fucker.
fuck
Now
Todd.
you're doing
and
this
then
deal.
his
Fuck Todd.
and then his header is
listen.
fucking "Make America Better" with Trump, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Yeah.
You know,
You
like
know-
the thing is, I'm not even. So, it's not even so much for me specifically what the politics are.
Right.
It's just like why do you, like it's just a constant fucking talk of fucking people's opinions. I don't give a shit.
Like
I
how-
don't fucking care.
How is your ego so huge
Right.
that you think that anyone gives a fuck what your political views are? And while you're telling me why Bernie Sanders is the greatest thing since
Right.
pants with pockets,
Right.
like
Not pants
Whoa,
with pockets.
I fucking pop for
pants
that's
with
the whole one.
pockets.
Sicko,
I know
write
it
that
is.
down. Write that down. It needs to be brought back. Pants
Sicko,
with
write that
pockets.
down.
Come to a store near you.
But like seriously, like if you can't say something
The only one
fucking
who
funny,
can get me.
No, you know what, man? Like, just to add to what you're saying, like, I think sometimes it's like on Twitter or my artist page, people will ask me my opinion because I've had a semi-successful little career.
sure, and you speak
And
on things like that. A
Maybe,
lot.
but even then, I'm not egotistical enough to believe that people want to hear me.
Exactly.
And I'm somewhat of a public figure. You know what I mean?
but you got-
I'm not talking about my personal page that you guys know.
Right.
I don't go on my artist page or my artist Twitter and pontificate.
The thing is,
about, you know what I'm saying?
Every Joe Jerkoff in the world who's a square Joe Jerkoff has no outlet for all their feelings
Right,
and
and
thoughts.
this
Has to feel validated.
Right. And this to them, like they've never had a creative thought. These are the people that repost memes. That because they can't fucking think of
Too
a
late.
way
Yeah,
to say something on their own.
Exactly.
Too late.
Exactly.
Like their only choice is to
Damage
use
done.
someone else's thoughts to
Agreed.
make their point.
Agreed. I mean, of course, like, there's things that'll just always get to me that I don't consider political. I don't think you're political if you're anti-police brutality.
Right.
So if I post about that, I don't consider myself
Right.
as like some pundit. I'm just like, yo, this is fucked up. I always, you know what I'm saying? Back when,
Absolutely.
I got beat up by cops for writing graffiti in 10th grade. So it's like, but
You know how me and you always say that we're accepting of people and we can kind of go in whatever circle it is, you know.
yeah, we
and-
did the chameleon talk. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, I'm good in the hood. If you need me at some nerd thing, if there's hipsters, I might not be happy there.
But you can play.
But I can play it. It's like I've always. I mean, we talk about that often, like the ability to play the chameleon role.
Well, I
you don't
think that
change
it's-
who you are; you're
I
just
think
able
that's
to adapt.
because I don't think either one of us sort of judge by what a person's thought process might be or what a person is into, whatever. If
Yeah.
the person's cool. So I don't care what somebody's politics are, whether they agree with me or don't agree with me. I don't care. Somebody could be. I mean, it's pretty well known that I'm about as far left as it can possibly be. But if somebody's the opposite of that, if you're cool, I'm with you. I don't want to hear from anybody. I don't want to hear motherfuckers I agree with.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I don't need
Agree
your
with that,
fucking
yeah.
opinion. I
Exactly.
don't
Agree with
need
that.
it.
Yep.
That's
I
probably the best. That's probably the best thing that's been said or articulated about this subject.
Amen.
Yeah.
Because we're not saying you motherfuckers are talking about this and that. And like you said, I just brought up Trump just because it's
No, yeah,
It's-
yeah,
it's
of
there.
course, of course.
yeah, it's because it's there. I don't really give a shit either way. It makes no difference to me. It really doesn't. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. Like if we're talking personal politics, everybody knows what my stance is on that stuff.
Obama, baby,
But as
4
far
more
as-
years.
As far as voting,
Who?
Obama, 4
You said
more
first
years.
off, you said Obama.
I thought he said Obama.
That's his
Obama.
That's his brother.
Bobamba. 4 more years.
4 more years.
Bobamba.
Obama.
I don't even know what I was saying.
Even people you agree with. You don't want to hear what the fuck they got to say.
I'm not interested. I don't need anybody. I don't need justification in my views. And that's what people do. They're looking for either a conflict or they're looking for backup.
Yep. Validation.
And I don't need either
Man
one.
of the people.
I don't.
Hashtag man of the people.
It's not fuck your politics. It's fuck your opinions.
Yeah, man. Like I don't need you to
fuck your soapbox.
reassure me that what I'm thinking is correct, and I don't need you to. I don't need to debate you to reassure myself that what I'm thinking is correct. I know what the fuck I think. I don't need you to back me up. I don't need you to fucking debate it with me. Shut the fuck up. I'd rather you talk about the snow.
Whoa.
Thank you.
I like, nice bookend. I like that. That was well done.
Yeah,
well
bookend.
All the heat's on Sicko tonight.
I don't care.
Damn.
Whatever. I'm all good.
We never had heat before tonight.
I know.
Me and you.
All right.
You took
You
a
said
shot,
we
pal.
have heat because of that warm water you gave me in August.
We never had heat.
He was like, "Yeah, you want some hot tea?"
Who am I gonna get? We would never have. Who am I gonna get to back me up for throwing shit out the car window?
Nobody.
You see where Pablo fucking went with that? He automatically said I was wrong.
I can't. I'm not gonna pretend to know how, but somehow his stance against littering has to come back to being cheap.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure what.
That's bullshit, man.
I'm
There's
not-
no fucking. I see that shit on the side of the road. I'm like, what asshole is still throwing shit out in this day and age?
And I'm with
A
you.
small little bag.
I'm
A small
with
little
you.
bag.
I'm with you.
I can't even
In
fucking
all honesty,
comprehend it.
all kidding aside, I'm with you 100%. Chucking the fucking deal out the window was not a littering.
So you're gonna
thing.
go back tomorrow and pick it up?
No, you can go back and pick it up. It was 16th and fucking Bainbridge. How about it?
Somebody picked it up and resold that shit already anyway.
Hey,
We
there you go. I
we
did my
were
good
we
deed.
were heading into Canada on the Servants in Heaven tour. Ari the Rugged Man was on this tour.
Here we go.
So he fucking. We go to the rest stop to take a piss. And his fucking row of the fucking tour bus was always a fucking wreck. And anyone who RA knows RA, that's not shocking. He was in the middle of, we were putting together this film that we did together called Bad Biology with Frank Henelada. He had gotten this like strange phone, like personal PC thing that had a stylus and there was papers everywhere and his hair was always sticking up and he hates the cold and I had the fucking cold on, like I had the air conditioner on like 70 below. So he would pull a pillow over his head and he would look like the Unknown Comic. So we get out to piss. We're entering Canada. And he gets out and he was eating canned food goods. Like,
Oh my god.
like shit out of cans.
Wow.
And stalks of celery.
Wow.
So he gets out and like all these cans, they just all go on the road.
Like canned meats.
No, like
Dinty Moore.
yeah,
turkey
like
soups?
shit like that, and like tuna fish or something.
Oh.
And
a
all the
tour bus?
can, he just puts all the cans on the side of this fucking highway. Excuse me. I'm like, yo, man, like 20 feet over there, right near where we're going to piss. There's trash cans,
Yeah.
man. What's with the litter bug gimmicks? The birds will eat it, Paz. I'm like, yo, man, birds don't eat metal, man. Like, birds aren't going to eat a metal can, man. He's like,
Look at that Bill Fort.
yeah, bro, he was like perplexed. That
Three-course meal he was given
he was
the wildlife.
perplexed like on two levels. One, that birds wouldn't eat a metal can for dinner, and B, that I cared. And I was just like, yo, man, I wouldn't really consider myself an environmentalist, but there's like 4 cans here. And
Not
you think
exactly green, but
you think birds will eat this, or the wild will eat
I'm a little
this.
aqua.
Yeah.
He's like walking up to the trash can, throwing it next to the trash can.
Yeah, man. And he's doing this fucking chuckle the whole fucking time, man.
I don't give a fuck about littering.
Oh boy.
I never even thought about it. I don't give it two thoughts.
My street, especially on garbage day, it's ironic, but garbage day is the messiest
You don't
day in South Philly.
You ever watch them fucking?
Yeah,
because I'm driving with the kids.
Yeah,
I watch these motherfuckers because I get stuck behind
They're
them.
throwing the cans at the side of the dump truck.
Half the deal gets in the fucking crusher gimmick, then
They get points. It's a win.
It's considered okay.
Right, they're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's enraging for me as far as littering goes is in the city when you see people like grab their shit and throw it in like the sewer.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that shit enrages me.
Yeah, yeah.
It enrages me.
I know. There's the woman at the end of my street does that. She walks out of her, middle of the week. Well, they pick up trash once in South Philadelphia, right? So the rest of the week, you're like,
Are you Tuesday night, Wednesday morning too?
we are Wednesday night, Thursday morning.
Your day after, man.
Yeah. So this woman, midweek, inevitably, she comes out in her bathrobe and her fuzzy slippers.
Of course.
Waddles to the corner and then chucks a bag of garbage down the thing. We're like, you know what?
You don't have the old ladies who come out and sweep the whole block?
That's on the other end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not
That's a Philly thing,
oh,
too.
Yeah,
All
that's an
day long.
old Italian lady. Philly
This
shit.
who
Who
this
washed
woman is
the
a renter.
sidewalk? Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right.
They have the hose gimmick.
Oh, forget it.
Those
Hooked
are
up to
women
the
who own.
kitchen sink, they drag the fucking hose through the whole fucking house to shoot the fucking deal down.
Toothbrush at the fucking.
Yeah.
Your neighbor's my favorite. Whenever I get Jeff, it doesn't matter what day or night, she comes out to check the mail.
Yep.
Wow.
Just to be like, what's going on the street?
Yeah, every time.
I'm going to
Oh.
pretend to check the mail.
That's our gimmick.
Well, it's 11:30 at night. The mailman ain't coming.
They're actually super cool, them, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
though. It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
funny.
So you're saying they're newsy
Yeah,
neighbors?
just introduce yourself. What's up? I'm
Newsy.
Professor Pablo. You know what I'm saying?
My mom,
How you doing?
my mom don't fake the funk. She just like stares. She just ice grills anybody who's.
Wow.
She's always sniffing around. Like, what's that? Who's saying this? Look at the. Come look at this. I'm like, Ma.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care about
Yeah,
that
right.
guy.
I don't care about what's right next to me.
Yeah,
Right
like-
over there. You want me to get up and walk 10 steps
Yes,
over there and look at
correct.
what the fuck you're looking
Correct. That's exactly.
Not having
Oh,
it.
this guy's blah blah. I'm like, until I look, if he don't get stabbed or shot on our property,
Right.
you know what I mean? Sometimes there's like a bar that's popping on our block, and sometimes there's fucking buffoons outside. And I'm just like, I gotta grab the strap and like walk on the front porch,
Right.
and do the sit there in the rocking gimmick.
With your robe open.
Yeah, like my wang.
Slippers on.
Yeah, I have like black socks and
Your gimmicks hanging out.
yeah, my wang hanging out.
Eating a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, yeah. I got a bowl of Lucky Charms in my left hand and my gun in my right.
That's an image.
Your wang is just flipping around.
Yeah, my fucking wang is flapping in the breeze.
2:30 a.m.
Yeah.
No, it's like 2:30 in the afternoon.
No, that's right. 2:30 a.m. is the bar lets
Right.
out in there. You know, it's the half hour. Fuck you, man.
Yes.
I go out there to be like, y'all gonna set it on? Y'all gonna set this on or what? Because
Don't make me put my Lucky Charms down.
yeah, like I'm like, yo, y'all talk more than I've ever talked ever in my life prior to a fight. Fuck you, she's with me. Then the broad starts yelling. I'm like, yo, man, y'all gonna move hands?
Like, I'm going to shoot everybody
Yeah,
involved
yo,
in this.
I'm like,
I
yo,
take no sides except
exactly.
leave me alone
I'm like, this joint's got 6 shots in it. I'm about to go up and have the 16 in the clip and one in the hole. I'm like, and then I have the extra clip and I'll just dump on the whole bar.
Right.
Get out of here, man.
Then go pour another bowl of cereal and unpause the fucking deal.
Unpause the gimmick. Unpause New
pause the
Japan.
deal? Right.
If I
pause the deal, somebody's getting shot.
If I pause the Nakamura match because you're fucking you're causing trouble,
You know what I mean?
and Nakamura's going,
King of Strong style, man.
it's a problem. Joey Ryan, King of Dong style. Shout.
Wifey found a gimmick online for Christmas, just the Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Whoa,
We bought like 2 packs of just the
whoa.
marshmallows.
That might be too much.
I was just gonna say
I
that's
might
that's
OD.
a little. That's I don't know.
You sprinkle a little bit extra in every time. You know?
I like that. You mean as an addition?
Back up.
Yeah, but
Oh, now I'm marked.
yeah. Like General Mills isn't telling me how many marshmallows I'm gonna
I like that. That's a man of the people.
There you go.
I like that.
Man of the Pablo.
Control the ratio.
Yeah,
You control the ratio.
Tell you how you can eat your
No, you
marshmallows.
control the ratio.
Yeah.
Where did she find this? Amazon?
Online gimmick. I don't know.
All right, I need
Horseshoes,
that link.
fucking 4 clovers, man.
Are they official? Are they official?
They might be Lucky Blarms. I'll double check where you next.
Lucky Blondes is sweet, man. They'll like knock off 2 or 3 clams and it's the same
Magic
Jones.
Stars.
Them Jones is a still
But there's
official
somebody in the
pistol.
world who eats those things straight. You need to cut that shit.
Yeah, man, that shit is next
Yo,
level.
when times is hard, yo.
That's like Peruvian. That's like Peruvian raw. Man.
Cut it.
Yeah.
This.
That's what the other fucking bits in there are for.
We have somewhat of a semblance of a track list here when we do the show. I have no idea how we're gonna get from Lucky Blondes into our next topic because we were
We
talking.
have followed this not at all.
Yeah, not at all.
And speaking of segues,
Yeah, we somehow wanted to get into the because we were talking about people's idiotic politics, which we were going to segue into the for people that don't know, that don't work in the business, and everyone has done it in this room at some point, worked in the music industry. With Pablo and Sicko being there from the beginning with me of Super Regular, Gavin being in bands, Mick being in bands since he was a kid, and Scott, a lifelong musician, producer, and engineer. But I'm still marking out for Lucky Blondes. But yeah, I mean,
Did you write that down, Sicko?
I did.
Thank you.
well, when we talked about this, what made you? We were talking like, yo, what are we going to talk about this week? Was there something that made you? Is it the fact? Because I said it on Facebook really quick, but it was my personal Facebook that me, you, and Mick are going to do a band, and it's going to be some throwback,
Right.
proper UK punk rock, oi skinhead music.
Right.
But is that what sort of set it off in your head?
No. What set it off was when we were talking about, when I was bitching to you about snow on Facebook, into politics on Facebook, my head went to, but sometimes it's okay in music,
Right.
but sometimes it's not.
Yeah, I mean,
A lot of times it's not.
well, it exists either way. So
Well,
it's how
I went through a long stage of having no time for politics and music. None.
Yeah.
And I find myself recently, for some reason, having a desire to hear it again.
Really?
To have somebody come up again with some politics.
Can you give me an example of what you mean?
Yeah.
Like a Dead Kennedys kind of band. Somebody who is I always saw Biafra more doing commentary than preaching in a way. There's a different way to do things, in my opinion. There's a way that the motherfucker's trying to tell you something, like the Bad Religion type thing, and there's the Biafra way, which is I see him sort of I don't know how to explain it. No, I don't know. I don't know if I know how to explain it exactly. Like I just see some kind of difference there.
Yeah,
And
there is. There's
I
definitely
wanna,
a difference.
can I interject real quick? I don't think there's anyone here that doesn't love Jello, right?
Right.
Or not.
Dead Kennedys are amazing.
This is how confused I was. I thought that when you talked to me about that, you meant the politics of the business of music.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
So when you brought this up to me, you meant politics in music, the
Exactly.
sonic music.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Because,
Lyrically.
Okay, because, well, we can go down both paths if we want, because me and Scott know a little bit too
Right.
much about that. But then you go back, you're talking about Jello, then you can't forget Public Enemy.
Right.
Right.
You can't forget KRS. And all these people you found out later respected each other. Like KRS knows Jello Biafra.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? P knows them, dude. Like those dudes were doing shit together, even if it wasn't on record. In
Well,
terms,
Biafra's on that Iceberg record, on the Ice-T record, the one before OG.
freedom of speech is what you say.
Yeah.
He does that.
There's that intro thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where my head went. I don't know. So I have a desire lately. I feel like there's a need for that to come back in some kind of way, and it may exist, and I'm unaware of it. I don't know.
I'm sure it does. I mean, with the climate that we're in these days. And,
It's cousin Frank. He decided to join us. How you doing, pal?
Hey, what's up, brother?
We're on the air. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. This guy already. Scott Stallone, Sicko. What's up,
What's up, Frankie?
What's going on? What's up, pal? What's
going on,
What's
cuz?
going down, man?
Good to see you.
Did you get a tattoo?
I did.
You did not get that.
I did. It's me. Yeah.
Oh,
That's right, you missed all that.
God.
What jerk off do you know has a tattoo of himself on himself?
Steve.
This guy.
The only dude is Steve-O, but that's way better.
Absolutely, it's way better.
Hold on a minute. You really got this.
It ain't fake. Go ahead and try.
I can't even get over on him now drawing him anymore. He won the game.
He won the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he out jerked off us.
Yes. Hey, yo.
That is
You like that, Frank?
That's the best
You
thing
like
I've
that?
ever seen in my life.
That just made my night.
That's the best thing ever.
Yes. It's been a long time coming. I've been talking about it for
I
years.
looked over and glanced and I said someone was
I could,
blah blah blah.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it, but yeah.
He's a jerk off,
What kind of jerk off, Scott?
an insufferable jerk off, yeah.
With that said, you want to take our first break?
Let's
now?
take a little
think
break.
so.
Yeah. Let's let Friz settle in and take his fucking puffy jacket off.
That is a shiny, puffy
Let's let
jacket.
Pablo come back in the room from
What do you
letting
got,
Friz
tights
in
on
and-
underneath your jeans there? What's going
No,
on?
it's into the jeans. It's leather.
We'll talk about that.
Okay. Yo,
We'll
you
talk
do
about
you,
that in
son.
2
You
and
do
2.
you.
All right, we'll be back in a minute. Broad Street Breakdown.
This is Drago from Killing Time and Breakdown, and you're listening to the Broad Street Breakdown with Vinnie Paz.
Nice to be back.
La la la.
All right, rolling. We're rolling. Okay, Jing, let's start hanging.
Are we back?
We're actually recording, yeah.
Yes, fresh to death like we shop a mold. What's the word? BSB, Broad Street Breakdown. We're back. BroadStreetBreakdown.com. Sicko, what's our email? info@BroadStreetBreakdown.com. Sicko's holding it up like the Jackie Moore.
Like the spot sign.
Not sure why he couldn't just say it. BroadStreetBreakdown.com.
I actually didn't know you were going into it that early.
Facebook, I think it's the Broad Street Breakdown.
It is on the Facebook.
Yeah, but you can find us either way. Yeah, I was. We just came back from break. We usually when we break here, it's because I'm recording vocals with Stallone. We're working on music, and then we get back to this. But for whatever fucking reason, don't ask me. I blame it on my business manager. Wow. He's like, yo, people like content. They like pictures and video of you in the studio or talking about. Whatever you're working on, which I really appreciate. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not true, maybe you don't care at all. But for whatever reason, I was convinced to allow Sicko to take pics. Now, we all take pics here because we're all hanging out. But then he goes into the sacred place, which is my fucking mic booth. Well, it's Stallone's mic booth, but it's our mic booth. It's a little sanctuary gimmick. I feel comfortable. I like being there alone. And this fucking Sicko trudges in. And he's fucking all over my space. It's
Exactly.
like it's really he's a menace, is what he is. And he's fucking snapping away, and it's fucking obnoxious. And I'm like, I do what's good for business, OG. Because
No doubt. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Could be, no. But what I'm saying is, I'm a team player. Is what I'm. Would you agree with that?
Agreed.
Now I do the verses.
They were hot, by the way.
Thank you.
Hot fire.
I feel like I
does
did
the
them
hot
in a
verses.
timely manner. No dilly dallying, as they say.
Okay.
Got your shit together.
I would like. Yes, I've never heard that said about me, but
There's
I'll
a
take
little
that.
bit of dilly, not so much on the dally though.
They
spot me,
they
damn
call me One Take Jake in the neighborhood. Now,
Around the way.
for whatever reason, I let this fucking jadrol into the mic booth to fucking snap pictures. All right, whatever. I finish it. Everybody's like, all right, back to the podcast. Cousin Frank's made his triumphant return. Mick's sitting in. Everyone's excited. So I said, while Scott's getting ready, let me look through these pictures to see how many good ones there are.
On your phone, on his phone.
Right. No, my phone, but it's a good camera, and I have a wide-angle lens on there. So I'll look at these and see how many of them are presentable, because in general, Sicko's not a good photographer. That's all right. Not many people are. Everybody can't be Ansel Adams like myself. I take a nice picture.
You do.
Now I digress. Stallone takes a nice picture too.
Thank you.
But I digress. I look at these pictures. He puts the fucking lens on the wrong side of the thing.
So you got the add-on gimmick on your phone.
Correct.
On the wrong side of the phone?
Oh, the wrong side of the phone. I don't know how dumb you have to be to do that.
Maybe he was going for like Stanley Kubrick's 2001, the fucking that drawing where he goes
There's
into
nothing.
the monolith.
The monolith that doesn't exist because it didn't do anything. It's on the wrong side of the camera.
Little harder to shoot Star Wars now, isn't it?
Yeah, nice.
Now, just to, I don't know that you call it deflecting. But Sicko is playing with his phone now as to pretend like...
I'm waiting for you to get done.
As he's pretending to just no-sell the fact that he's a stupid retard.
Well, and
that's fine with me because this exists. It will go into the fucking ether, whatever the word... It doesn't matter. He can no-sell me all day.
It's like Pablo's rave fantasies. I'm just waiting for it to be over.
I go, this picture's shitty. This picture's shitty. Oh... Look at my camera. The gimmick's on the wrong thing. This retard didn't put the gimmick on. So I'm like, well, nonetheless, let's see if he salvaged anything at all. So there's like a couple okay pictures, I guess. Like if people want to know what I'm up to, I guess they're okay, I suppose. Now, after like 5 of them, I fucking hand the phone to Gavin. He fucking hits the fucking retard button that reverses it on you. So his fucking giant bulbous snowman head is fucking staring at me in these fucking pictures.
That's disturbing.
Well, not only that,
Coco the snowman is fucking staring at me. Then he fucking slides the gimmick over and records himself.
As you're rhyming,
yes, and he's filming himself walking around
of himself,
taking pictures of himself.
It's all part of my plan.
That's like the new documentary. You live your life, and he'll film himself.
Right, watching me live my life. Basically, what had taken place tonight is Sicko's watching me and taping himself watching me.
It's a reaction video.
This is like fucking Snowman the movie.
It is. You talked about an offshoot.
Yeah.
I see. I mean, if you really want to go,
it's like
there's
the
a Star
prequel
Wars universe.
Yeah, it's definitely a prequel.
Supposedly, Gavin has a sitcom, right?
He does. It's not a sitcom. It's a drama.
Drama. This
cable
Sicko's
drama.
Coco the Snowman is another one in the podcast universe. The
So
BSB
moving
universe.
on with the set list.
Now, so what I need to get off my chest is the fact that I already don't want this fucking Scavone in there with me.
Yes.
I'm trying to be polite and shit. It's just
Trying to be professional.
yeah. This is my job here.
Right. The pictures of his feet are my favorite.
There's pictures of his fucking shoes,
There are.
of the rug.
Shoe boots.
the video's the best.
Shoe boots.
Sicko, write this down. Sicko video watching Vinny himself taking pictures of himself that should be Vinny.
That's too many words.
Goes up
People
tomorrow.
will put the gimmicks where they put the GoPro on their helmets and ride their bike. That's what this thing is, but staring back at Sicko.
Yeah, it's the GoCo. This
Without the cool fisheye thing.
This fucking nincompoop can't fucking. I mean, on the most remedial level,
Like if
one could do it.
If Brad Pitt did this, I would watch it. But this thing's like a fucking solar eclipse in your fucking
No,
face.
I saw his fucking. I scrolled through the pictures and saw his fucking head and was horrified. It was fucking looking at when people. I saw my life flash in front of my eyes. It was like seeing the twins in The Shining.
Yeah.
How many pictures were there?
Like 4,000. So then I gotta fucking
like 900.
I gotta fucking hit the gimmick because I don't know how to do the wipe them all out at one time
thing.
gimmick.
You gotta do the blue arrow select thing.
Yeah, but then I'll erase something that I love, and then I'll be mad.
Blue check.
Yeah, but then if something I love gets erased, I'm gonna punch Sicko for that.
Yeah.
So I gotta hit the gimmick, the trash can gimmick.
See what happens, Sicko? When you fucked me in the first 2 minutes, everything goes bad for you, pal.
Yeah, it's not pronounced memo. It's pronounced meme. I don't say that. I'm a snowman.
He's a jerk off.
All right, then.
Well,
so that's that.
Moving right along.
I mean, what the fuck, man? It's you just can't even do your job.
I have no excuse. I told you I can't take
you're
pictures.
supposed to put some people over or something.
Oh, are we moving on?
Sicko became
I mean, if you want to fucking keep taking the heat, I can go. I'll go back to story.
I'll just wait for you to wind
I'll go
down.
back to stories that have nothing to do with your bad pictures.
No, we don't need to
Just
do that.
apologizing when we get over with it.
Yeah, I told you. I'm sorry. I can't take a picture.
I don't know why you think an apology is going to fucking...
I just want to hear him say I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like... Why would John think that buying an expensive piece of equipment to hand to Sicko? Oh, man, well, if he's going to be there with you all the time, then he should be the one capturing shit. And I'm like, he can't capture a fly. Unless I got to fucking... What I'm going to have to do is fucking hire Stallone to do all that, and then he hires his friend from New York that's an engineer, because the only other fucking person that can take a picture is fucking Stallone and me. And we need to be in the pictures or we'll be working.
I agree.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your finger, pal?
It's fucking killing me. But she was
chop. Sicko, can you fucking do your job, man?
I'm waiting for you to wrap up.
OG, handle my light work.
Well, I feel like Sicko's in charge of all the media blitz of the podcast, you know, and he does really well with the Facebook and the Twitter.
For a guy who has no job, it's home all day. He's pretty good on sitting in front of a computer.
I'm trying to put him over. I'm trying to put your boy over.
I'm just saying. I mean, don't give him all credit for fucking.
Well, he's fucking saying he doesn't know how to do anything, and he's working for me now.
Yeah.
Whilst admitting that he's incapable, I'm fucking giving him a paycheck.
I know. You're a nice guy.
The buck stops here.
So anyway, Sicko, you logged onto the internet. You did some work. What did you do?
Are we done?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Proceed.
Not entirely, but continue.
Yeah. I mean, no.
I just meant with this bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna sprinkle it in. You know what I mean? Sprinkle shit in.
Sprinkle
for now.
Sicko, he's a jerk off.
Yeah.
And now we're done.
So yeah, last episode, if you were paying attention, you know, we've got a lot of people who are just really getting into participating with the show. We got people who make the little flyers and the signs and the memes for us. And
man,
he's going with it.
He's no selling that it's wrong.
Right
I like that.
Right up your
part.
ass. Yeah. Right up your ass with it.
That's our thing. We always call it the meme.
Okay.
So anyway, we asked you last episode. We need a name for our legions of people, and you know we got some good suggestions. I think we finally agreed on one, and
we definitely agreed on one. Yeah, we got a bunch of them. Shout out to everybody who sent them.
We got some good ones. Did we get any bad ones?
We got bad ones.
We got bad ones, and no need to go into that. But,
Sicko read off the list, and we had no idea who they came from as we were doing it.
We were just shooting them out anonymously.
And I think we all marked out for the same gimmick. I think.
Yeah, we did. And honestly, this is why Sicko's in charge of this kind of stuff, because he's really good at it. I paid attention to some of the things, and then I kind of lost track, and I think that's what happened with
No, through all the ball breaking, Sicko and Pablo hold it down on that end, because I think you and I
don't do nothing.
He doesn't he check the gimmicks?
The emails?
He does email.
Yeah, so that's...
He does the mailbag.
She's trying to...
He doesn't do nothing.
That's shit
I just put you over.
No, that's what he's saying. I
Well,
do
you
it
two
all.
fight amongst yourselves. We're trying to fucking.
We're trying to put both of them over, and they're
I'm trying to take
and
the
they have a
Conrads.
program.
Sicko's trying to take me down.
In business for themselves.
They're in business for themselves, going dusty horsemen, while we're trying to put them over
That's
as
what I'm saying.
idiots.
I
Which is
hear
what
you.
we do.
100%. Continue, Sicko.
So, yes, you're playing with your phone. I mean,
No, I'm getting it ready for
what
the-
is? I mean, you're really getting close to being banned for.
Come on
10
now.
minutes.
Come on now.
Uh-oh.
So we want to tell them the name from now on. Our listening crew, our family, you will now be known as the Broad Street Breakdown Gimmick Gang.
Yes.
Yes. I love
Gimmick
that.
Gang.
The
The
Gimmick
Gimmick
Gang.
Gang.
Now let's get something clear real quick. If this is because when the social media age, with our show is obviously called Broad Street Breakdown, and sometimes people put the before of it. You know what I'm saying? Put the. We're trying to keep it Broad Street Breakdown. In terms of Gimmick Gang, no the, just Gimmick Gang. So
Right.
we hashtag Gimmick Gang in all of our gimmicks.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, who might be checking out, a gimmick is our slang. Gimmicks is everything.
Gimmicks is everything.
We're doing gimmicks now. We got gimmicks
It's an
for days.
all-purpose
Gimmicks and
pronoun.
deals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gimmick Gang, we appreciate. So whoever,
Yes.
do you know specifically who came up with that one?
I do.
Or does Pablo said it
written
earlier?
down, I believe.
Pablo said the wrong
He's
name.
got
No,
it
you said the
written
wrong name,
down.
and then Pablo corrected you, or the other way
He
around.
corrected me because I had a bunch of stuff on my
Yeah, our dude Coop, K-O-O-P. You know
Coop,
who you
what
are.
up, kid?
What up?
We appreciate you listening.
Where did he?
Cousin
I was
Friz, you
saying
go
go
with
to
Gimmick
Coop,
Gang?
not
Love it.
Yeah. So Gimmick Gang.
Would you love to?
I would love to. I would love to.
Mick, how you like Gimmick Gang? You sitting over there in your Fred Perry and some skinhead shit? I got the skinheads on the left of me.
I like it. It's good.
Is Coop on the Twitter, the Facebook, the deal, the what?
I know Coop is on the Twitter. That's where I gotta
I gotta get
Gimmick
a little
Gang
more hip
came
to the
through.
Twitter, man.
It's hard to navigate.
And
I only talk to Dynamite Kid and fucking
it's hard to
Winchester
tell
on there.
who's who.
No, you
'cause-
talk to Taz.
Taz and that dude Powers. I like that dude.
Yeah, I
too.
like that guy
He's
too.
all right.
We don't put Taz over. We're both. Taz show's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Me too. You listen to the Taz show, Mick?
I have not heard it yet.
5
You
days
need
a
to.
week he's on.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Live in the morning, and then you can listen to.
And
the
he's
replay.
cranky.
Oh,
And he's shooting on
I
everybody.
gotta hear this.
He's shooting on everybody. Gavin, like he was on. What was it before? Once a week. We were.
Yeah,
And we were both hip, and it was cool.
it was like.
but
a
now he's on
regular
every day.
podcast, and now it's like almost like a morning show.
Yeah, I gotta listen.
It's
to that.
dope.
I was listening to the Austin podcast, and I just got annoyed with it after.
Yeah, well, we talked about Austin too, and it's like depending on who's on. When he has the dude who like helps him in his ranch, like I don't care.
Ted.
Yeah, Ted Fowler.
When he starts talking about the redneck shit, it's just like
We're the same way. When he has someone dope on, it's really dope. And it's same way. It's like same way with Flair. Same thing with JR. Basically, Taz is like a higher level in terms of. He basically does it. He just yells at everybody. It's good. It's good deals. Yeah, I put that over all day. You and I also love Conan and
Court Bauer.
Court Bauer, or Kurt Bauer, as
Yeah.
Conan calls him.
They're,
Conan keeps it 100. He's always high, and he shoots on everybody. Cholo shit.
What's the name of their shit? I can't think of it.
I don't know that it has a name, but we bought
No,
the
that-
subscription.
that's what I'm trying to
MLW
think.
Radio?
MLW, yeah,
MLW Radio. It's literally $20 a year, not a month. $20 a year. Kevin Sullivan has shows on there. MVP. Conan. There's probably Jim Cornette, who's bat shit fucking crazy. There's got to be at least 5 to 6 shows on there a week.
There's more than. I mean, there's definitely one new one a day, if not more.
But you can go to MLW Radio and listen for free. But the VIP $20 thing,
you get more
you get these
shows.
other gimmicks. That shit is
and
dope
it's
too.
worth it, man. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah, it's
All
worth
the
it for me.
shows
I
that-
paid for it and gave you my gimmick.
Well, listen, we were fucking Kize in that.
We were?
Wow. Now the MLW people are going to come after us because the two of us are.
No,
on the-
they're not. They're
on the
getting my
20
money.
on the $20 gimmick.
They better put our podcast on MLW.
That's what I'm saying.
they just got a free plug.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck
Plugs.
Plugs. Sicko, you still fucking scrolling through that fucking
Yeah, I'm
flip
getting.
phone?
I'm getting everybody's name.
Flip phone. I fucking love it.
Everybody's name for what?
for our gimmick gang.
I didn't know I didn't know a fucking flip phone had a scroll, but he's scrolling.
Clamshell.
Arrow down.
What do you got,
Take
Sicko?
that fucking cricket phone and fucking get to work, boy.
Boy. What do you got, Sicko? Who else is hot on the internet right now?
All our people, Winchester Ghost.
Winchester Ghost, I'm a mark.
That dude goes above and beyond.
Absolutely.
What's the other bull's name that's always on here? Your bull, Scarface. The Scarface kid? I don't know what his real name is.
See, like when we get into Twitter.
Oh,
it's all
that I don't
fucked
know
up.
if he wants his name out there. The Scarface kid's a Cubano kid that I know. He's a good
so
dude.
I'm just going Scarface 87. You know our dude Josh Hurst. He's
I love
always making shit for us.
The kid that's Dynamite Kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a Brooklyn kid. He's either Boricua or Italian, and he's smartened up, and he's smartened up to the biz, and he's a nice kid. And he talks to me and Gavin pretty often. I try to answer.
Half the time I'm always signing on to talk to him.
Yeah, I try to talk to people as much as I can and interact with everybody, whether they're fans of music or the show.
The dude John Kahane, he's always sending us
That's
shit.
who I'm talking about. John.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fraser Ramon, he's always
John
popping.
Kahane, every fighter he likes in boxing is a dildo, so I torture that kid.
Yes. And so
he's a huge
Jack
this guy.
Andreoni, I like
You
that
ready,
dude,
Mick?
too.
This kid
I'm looking at my
loves
shit right
Gabe
now.
Rosado.
Holy.
Like it's his favorite fighter.
Gabe, that's who you pick as your favorite fighter?
Me and your brother lean in on this kid, and I have to respect him. He doesn't back, like he realizes the facts, but he'll be like, after everything you guys just said, that's still my man, and we'll be like, yo, man, have at it, because he just took 97 L's in a row, and you're still like, that's my man. I gotta respect that. That's like the person who still watches the Sixers, like me.
He's trying to fight Canelo. He's trying to get a Canelo fight.
It's gonna happen.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and I ain't mad at it. I understand the reasons why. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying I like the fight, meaning it's competitive. I'm saying I understand why, because he can move a little bit. They're trying to bring him along for that Triple G fight, and he needs different looks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can move. He's got the Philly shell. He can move a little bit. He can jab a little bit. He can fight a little bit. But when push comes to shove, he gets washed, and they know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he can show him some angles for a few rounds. I think that's what they're looking for.
I mean, he could potentially get knocked out as bad as Kirkland, though.
Oh, he's going tonight. He's going night.
You know?
He's going Betty Bye. Sicko?
What?
What do you do? What do you mean, what?
What? What do you want?
What is in
the fuck do you want?
That's it. Ban for 10 minutes.
Give it to him.
10-minute ban.
All right.
Oh, Scarface is Luis guy.
Oh, okay.
That I know who he is. You gotta tell Sicko, you gotta tell me the name that they.
I never know
Yeah, I
their
like
names.
that
I only
kid,
go.
too.
I only
That
know
kid is
the
a nice
handle
kid.
John.
He's a nice kid.
Yeah,
There's some-
that guy rules.
There's some nice kids.
Friz has
Friz, please explain what you're showing us.
I have the timer set for 10 minutes. You're not to speak, Sicko.
And due to last episode's experiences,
you got it.
I'm doing the Pablo, and I'm not abiding by the ban.
Wow. What do you think about that?
I'm going to talk through the ban just like he did.
What do you think about that, Cousin Frank?
I think that he's
So anyway, thank you to our now known
I'm with
as
you.
the
Now
Gimmick Gang.
We need Gimmick Gang, hashtag Gimmick Gang. But since this isn't working, Cousin Frank, your homework for this week, because you've been doing a lot of DJ gigs.
Right.
So you haven't been here.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
What you must think of, since they don't play by the rules,
is a new punishment.
A new punishment that has to be implemented now that he is either Scott Stallone turning the microphone off.
Right, which will be really annoying because they'll bleed into other microphones.
Correct. So right.
It thinks of a new punishment.
Right.
That's all it needs to hear.
I'm thinking of the punishment.
Mick, if you would like to think of one with just something, you know, at work, you're writing a riff and you think of a punishment.
Yeah, please do, Mick. Thanks.
Please add to
Thanks,
this.
buddy.
Because they are not. What do you think about him getting banned and him talking right over it?
The precedent was sent.
What I could do is I could pitch his voice up like 2 octaves
And make him sound. He'll sound like Sicko, Coco the Snowman.
Yeah.
Coco. What mic is that? Mic number 4, Coco the Snowman.
Coco, he's all right.
That girl's all right.
Well, moving on.
Well, at least now we have a name for our crew.
The
for our
Gimmick
people
Gang.
out there.
We
Y'all
try
are the gimmick gang.
Yeah. So love to all of
Give
y'all.
yourself.
Because we were gone 2 weeks. Did we mention the Royal Rumble before?
I don't remember.
In the last show?
I don't think you did.
Mick is saying no. So I know you and I were excited for it, at least for who might come out. Or there were rumors everywhere that Nakamura signed, that AJ signed, that all the Bullet Club signed, the New Japan guys. People putting up pics. Carl Machine Gun put up a pic and said we're coming or something. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we went into the Rumble wondering who was gonna come out, if anybody.
I went in with high expectations, and honestly, I was pretty. I enjoyed it.
So did I. I thought the matches pre-Rumble was very solid.
Owens and Dean was
Steen
awesome.
And fucking Kevin Steen, Ambrose fucking ruled. Everything Kevin Steen does to me is gold.
Yep.
He does subtle things in there. He yelled, "I hate you" at Dean Ambrose that the mic doesn't pick. He does shit that people don't know new school to do. I told you, you said you missed it. I don't know what the guy said to Steen. Someone from the crowd yelled something at him.
Okay.
And he yelled back, "Thanksgiving is in November, you idiot." So I don't know if he said something like about his weight or have some more turkey. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever he said made him yell at this guy, "Thanksgiving is in November, you idiot." And it wasn't to be mic'd.
Yeah.
It's these subtleties that make someone great. I don't know. Mick, you were saying you listened to some of the podcasts. Did you hear Vince Russo shooting on Steen and saying he's not a star and he doesn't know why he's getting pushed?
Yeah.
And fuck Vince Russo. Yeah. I'll say that on the air every day, all day. And fuck Vince Russo. He never did shit. It has no say in anything, in my opinion.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I thought overrated, given way too much credit in the Attitude Era shit.
Agreed.
Not a fan. Don't give a fuck what he thinks then or now.
Neither do I. I think that they let them work a little bit. There was some spots, cool. Like, I ain't mad if you don't OD. You know what I mean? I know you particularly aren't a fan of spot. And they let them work. You know what I mean? They did the table spots because that was the gimmick. But they worked.
I think it was the best of that type of match that you can have right now in the environment.
Agreed. In that company.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
With what's going on, the amount of time you're allotted.
Time.
The psychology
that
you're not allowed to set up psychology for 40 minutes.
Right.
So, again, we don't have this shit written down. Do you remember the other matches? Mick, you. I watched it, of course.
Charlotte and.
That was okay. That was cool.
It was all right. New Day and.
New Day. I'm a super New Day mark.
No doubt.
The trombone gimmick all fucking day. Who was it? New Day who? Because I remember. Those guys can work.
Yeah. That seemed a little short to me, a little rushed, maybe because
someone in the back said, yo.
They gave Steen and Dean so much time.
Yeah, or maybe they went over.
I don't know.
Maybe they went over. Yeah. Those kids can really work. They're questionable to me on the stick. I think...
Who, the Usos?
Yeah, the gimmick is...
It's whatever, but they're part of that whole Samoan thing, man. All those dudes are hard, you know?
No, I'm saying they're goons.
Yeah.
But I think you either put them with... You got to put them with someone that can talk to get them over. You know what I'm saying? They're like almost cheery. And I'm like, yo.
I think I'd rather see them.
You're related to Alpha, man.
I'd rather see them as a heel team. Like the original Samoans.
Go ahead, Mick.
They smile too much.
That's what I'm saying.
They smile way too much.
The flavorful face paint, the smiling.
It's too cartoony.
It's too 90s.
When them dudes can go.
Them dudes can go and should be Samoan goons, in my opinion. They're tatted up
like the Samoan SWAT team.
Yeah, shit like that. Yeah. I mean, let's go wild Samoans with these dudes where they're biting people's heads.
Love the wild Samoans.
That's their family.
That's incredible.
It's like rock. They're all related. For me, the highlight. I won't say from a work perspective, from a fan perspective, and being a fan of his work, when AJ came out as number 3 entrant, and I didn't know the music, so I'm going, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then they cut to AJ Styles, who we had just seen how many weeks, I know you guys aren't as into it as us, but we had just seen him, and now he's on the biggest stage in the fucking world, and we had just seen him in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And the fucking roof blew off the fucking place.
Nice.
For this dude who was just working shows in front of 1,000 people, which shows in any area of creativity that if you're good,
There's a place.
there's a place. You know what I'm saying? The roof blew off. He did what he could do. We talked about the genius of the booking of Steen taking him out.
Because how do you then, the most over guy of the night, how do you then eliminate him?
Correct.
And the perfect way to do it is have Steen do it.
Correct.
That's heel heat all day.
All day.
Anybody else eliminating him wouldn't have worked.
All day. And here's the funny thing that we talk about all the time. What the fuck are they doing? And then they'll do something brilliant like that. Then they'll do 10 dumb things. And then they'll do... I don't know who back there, because they said there's like not 2 guys anymore. There's like 12.
Yeah.
So there's like 1 or 2 dudes who are probably on their shit like us. And then a bunch of guys who used to write for soap operas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the one dude must be on point, because he's like, yo, Steen and AJ, ROH, Japan, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, this all makes sense. He goes out, maybe that's a program later.
Right. It's a good setup for later.
It's a good setup, but I will say this. I thought, and again, this is, I know old school bookers like Bill Watts think a year, 18 months down the road.
Right.
These guys don't. For me, I was ready for Monday Night Raw, Steen, AJ Styles. But they put Steen, Jericho, and I thought that match was fucking great. And you and I have been talking about Jericho and how whack his character is right now. But he can work, and he always puts people over.
Well, I think they...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I think they put him with Jericho just as almost like a proving ground thing. Like, okay, you're this, you're that. Go out there and work for 15 minutes with Jericho.
Who's can fucking go?
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but he can.
No, but I've gotten you to admit that at some point he was gold. He just... The rock band and the bouffant and his band is whack, and like
he's stuck in 1990 whatever.
No, you're nuts.
He is.
You're nuts.
He absolutely.
Oh, he's stuck.
Yeah.
You said.
Yeah.
I thought you said he stunk.
No.
I like that little run in ECW. I liked his WCW run. I liked his early run with Vince, where he called people by the wrong name. Pablo, I know you were a mark then.
Loved it.
When he called Kurt Angle Kirk Angel. When he called Michael Cole Mitchell Kell.
That's
like all that shit was fucking gold. It was like heel humor. He's just sort of a D-bag now, and like whatever. He can still go in terms of working. I ain't mad at that match on a Monday Night Raw. AJ.
Well, I mean, they also had a different style match. If you notice, it was way slowed down.
Definitely.
That's important.
Agreed.
And it
Tell the
stands
story.
out, you know?
Tell the story. Slow it down. Not spot.
And maybe it was an example to some of the kids who are on the roster, you know? Maybe Vince said, hey, see what these two do.
Right.
And you know.
Because you hear the... when Jericho cut the promo on AJ, welcome to the big leagues, kid.
Yeah,
like,
let me tell you something.
AJ Styles is my age.
Let me tell you something. I didn't like that.
I didn't either.
I thought that was a shot, and I don't think it was scripted or
no.
whatever.
I think Jericho was being a
jerk off.
Yeah.
Like
and if AJ potatoed him in that match, I ain't mad at that either. Because I would have.
I'm not mad at it. I'm supporting it.
But AJ got some shit off.
Fozzy bullshit off his fucking head.
His bouffant and
fuck out of here.
Do you know what we're talking about with his band with Chris Jericho? Either you guys?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You do. Okay.
It's like metal band. It's
his
fake metal band.
It's something.
Oh, it's something. All right. Jericho hangs with because of his level of fame and money. He hangs with legit rock dudes, legit metal dudes. So he thinks because like he took a shot of Jägermeister with Kerry King that he's fucking Bruce Dickinson or something.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Cool, I guess, man. Have at it. So I thought Raw was all right in regards to, because Dad was so good to me. That, what did you guys think about Rocky?
I thought it was one of the corniest appearances on TV ever.
Me too.
The whole thing? The whole thing?
The whole thing. The whole thing.
The shit he did when he walked in the gimmick, that shit gave me deuce chills.
Oh, big time. When he rolled up in the truck and he skidded on the truck.
And then he cut the promos with everyone, with Big Show and Lana. I mean, I like looking at Lana, but now when New Day came out, I'm not going to say, I was marking for Rocky's work, but I'm about them all day. So
yeah,
I was cool with them being out there because I'm a New Day mark. You know what I mean? Like him being, they got to sell out that fucking place, man, in Dallas. It's 100,000 people.
It's 120.
That looks...
it's a Jerry's world, bro. That's where Mania is at. So think of what Vince is thinking. And right now, right, we're not far away from WrestleMania in terms of, if I tell you my record needs to be turned in 3 months, to an average fan, that's a long time. But to me and you, we know that's different. Right now, WrestleMania needs to be selling a lot. And it's in April. And they have remember when we were kids, Mr. T, Muhammad Ali, Cyndi Lauper, like that was WrestleMania. Right now, there's nothing. Wow. So Rocky went on his Instagram and put that he's going to be at WrestleMania, but didn't say, I'm wrestling. He did the I'm going to be there gimmick. So that means he could come out and cut a promo. And that
Austin did too.
Yeah.
Correct.
He said he's going to 99% he's going to be there.
I heard he's 100% going to be there, and what I'm hearing is they're pushing him to do a match, and he can't work because of his neck, and they're saying, well, he could work a street fight match because there's no...
I think that Rocky will do it. I don't think Austin's doing it. He flat out said, I'm never doing it again.
Wait. Working?
Yeah.
I mean... He said it.
So did Terry Funk in '82. So who the fuck knows?
We got to. All right, look. Can I just add something onto that?
Yeah.
You're talking about literally the exception to the rule there. Terry's the one dude that he's older than our parents, and if he says he's retired now, I don't believe him.
Right.
There's certain people that
Austin broke it down once on his podcast and said, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's not this or that. The other thing, it's that I can't live up to what the hype would be in the physical condition I'm in.
With his neck.
Yeah, he said, I can't live up to what that expectation would be, and I don't want to do it. So I'm never going to do it.
I mean, I respect the fuck out of that. If it's true, it's like a band that doesn't come back because they don't think they can fucking blow your head off.
Yeah. Right.
So we're not going to if we can't.
Right.
I respect that. So going into Mania, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about the Rumble, about Hunter winning? Mick, any thoughts? Were you mad? Are you not mad? I mean, I hate Reigns so much.
Yeah.
That him not having the strap.
Yeah.
Interesting thing I heard this week. I don't mean to cut you off, Mick. The interesting thing I heard this week is, as the Rumble was happening, the plan was for the last two to be Roman and Helmsley. They changed it midway through because of the reaction Roman got when he came out.
Yeah, but it was boo
because
birds.
It would have made Helmsley a babyface.
Correct.
So they changed it so that he was the second to last out, and it ended up being Dean, who was probably the most over babyface besides Brock and Helmsley.
Here's my question to you. When will this company, a.k.a. Vince, realize that Reigns ain't the guy?
I got the answer for you right there.
Okay, please lean in a little bit so everyone can hear you. Because this is important to me to hear another opinion, because this guy is the fucking shits. And the only thing I can think is he's good looking and girls like him.
Well, I mean, that's an obvious, but I think beyond Reigns, I think what's going to happen is this WrestleMania is going to be the biggest flop that they've had since probably the Miz winning the championship. I think they're in really big danger of this being a major flop, being at Dallas Stadium.
Define flop.
They don't sell out.
You think there's 60,000 people instead of 120?
It's not going to fill the stadium at all.
Now, I've heard two arguments. I've heard two arguments before you speak, because I know where you're going.
Okay.
I've heard someone be like, this can be a flop, meaning the shits, and WrestleMania is going to sell out because it's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's what the J Brones that I listen to that you don't. Those dudes on Busted Open.
I actually agree with that. I think that the brand sells.
They're saying what you're saying.
Now I agree
in
with
terms
you.
of bombing, but
Yep.
not sales.
Yep.
Like this was the shits.
Yep.
But it's WrestleMania, and the fucking kid that saves up from Sweden every year is still coming. He's not like.
I think it sells out regardless of if they announce anything. They just say WrestleMania is here. That shit sells out.
I mean, from what I can gather, it's like from the 90s on, when we were young, different. From the 90s on, it's like a Mark pilgrimage.
Yeah.
It's like
it's the whole week, and they've made it like a whole weekend now. Starts
other companies
Thursday.
starts Thursday.
And
ROH runs
Sunday
a show.
night, sometimes
NXT
Monday
runs a show.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm Monday night because Raw is always in the same city,
and Raw is incredible.
Yep.
That Raw is sometimes better.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm with you in terms it might shit the bed and fuck the company up. Sales wise, I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I feel like a WrestleMania is going to be a WrestleMania. They also do that gimmick where, and I've seen this at multiple fights, and Mick, you and I have gone to fights together. There's ways of making shit look like it's filled.
Yes.
Like there'll be a section and they'll just block it off.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing.
An interesting thing with that is I heard that you can't do that in Texas Stadium for some reason.
That's probably completely possible. I'm just saying I've been at fights where we've been there, me and AC, we've gone to a few fights together in New York, AC.
The curtain gimmick.
Right, and like I'll go home that night and watch what we just saw there, and Jim Lampley will be like, "We're sold out at the Garden," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, yo, we moved from the 90th row to the first." Like when we were at Triple G, Steven's like, "You were standing with us the whole night, remember? When we met Kovalev and all of that, like we pretty much
Hopkins Murat.
Uh-huh.
A whole upper section was empty, and they're calling it a sellout.
Yeah, I mean, so there's what, and
they could also do like day before, free tickets.
Well, of course, and that happens in
It's all
boxing
about-
too.
yeah.
Did you hear Conan and Court talking about that gimmick where it's because it's sports entertainment that their facts aren't really fact? Like we're the longest episodic running show of all Earth. And you're like, well, everything is different because this doesn't have to be truth.
Sure.
Because everything's a work.
Right.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? If you say some shit on boxing, like, yo, he's 47-0, like, you got to be, by law, you better be 47. Yeah. Someone can be like, no, man, you just put someone's life in danger.
Yeah,
if you sell, you know what I mean? If you're working in a sport where it's the hurt business, but this whole thing is a work. So,
I mean, it's I go back to I think it'll sell out on the brand. I think if tickets go on sale and they make they could sell out of 120,000 tickets, they could sell 20,000 of them at $10. They're selling it out.
I'm definitely dead in the middle of what you and Mick are saying.
But
I think it'll sell out, but there might be $5 tickets. And it also, when you said flop, I'm not just thinking financially. I'm thinking like, yo, there better be some programs put together.
No, I
real
agree
quick.
with Mick on that. As far as we're concerned, I agree 100%. As far as it's selling out or not,
agreed.
There's
But I'm
ways
saying
around-
like you
there's
got
ways to
people
get
coming
around
in.
that.
It's like they're saying, well, Nakamura. Moving on, like Nakamura's coming into the takeover.
Yeah, the NXT pay-per-view or whatever they call it, that is that weekend, which is the Friday.
Now I'm like, Nakamura.
It's Nakamura.
Nakamura should be working Mania.
Working with Sammy.
Yeah, Sami Zayn, Nakamura, but like,
which will probably be the highlight of the entire weekend.
That'll probably be the best match of the whole 4 days, whatever you call it, or 5.
Right.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You know what I mean?
They announced it last night at one of the NXT tapings. Did you see this, Mick? Yeah, they announced it at.
This is insane.
At one of the tapings, and they put it up on the screen. The
gimmick, the Titan gimmick.
Yeah, and it was like Nakamura's back was turned, and nobody knew what the deal was. And he turns around and says something, and nobody who was reporting on the show could hear what he said because the pop was so loud when they realized it was him. So just like AJ, like this dude's already over. And one thing that Vince has done, whether it's Vince or somebody working, whatever, they have definitely taken over using social media properly, because these dudes are over just by word of mouth on social media at this point,
and being so good. I mean,
no doubt.
No, I just want to credit that sometimes in this age of blogs, and this is applying to music, of blogs of tastemakers, which if you call yourself one, you're a fucking scrapper jerk. I know someone specific who has done a lot of things for hip hop culture, and in his bio he calls himself a tastemaker, and it makes me fucking
that's
not
a
like
bad
it.
look.
He's a fucking jerk off in real life. Anyway, what I'm saying is there's a lot to be said for hard work and quality, whether it comes to a fucking band, a rapper, or a fucking wrestler that just works. I mean, P, you've been to ROH, you see how hard them dudes work.
Yeah, they're fucking putting it in.
And like,
they're exhausted.
Bro. And then they'll come out and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but
oldest ride, longest line.
But you're dealing with it for the most part. You're coming at it from our perspective. You're dealing with an audience for the most part who pop for dudes like Randy Orton. So for them to have
he's
gained,
fucking so bad.
For them to have gained some sort of appreciation for dudes like AJ and Nakamura before they're even in the company, that I feel is credited to word of mouth on the internet.
Oh, I agree. No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
No, definitely. However people get exposed to it, I'm cool with it.
And the way Vince has started to manipulate these situations.
Agreed. By these little teasers.
Yes.
By Cena just putting a picture of AJ up.
Yep.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean,
and Finn looking at his watch, where
where
there
my
should be
boy's
here,
at. Yeah, and like you know what I mean.
Like that shit's brilliant.
It
Like,
is brilliant.
Use it, because if you don't use it, it's going to be used against you.
It will be,
like it has been for the past X amount of years.
Absolutely. I mean, and I mean, well, I mean, I guess we don't want to go on the biz too long for people that aren't into it. I just wanted to mention that Lucha Underground is starting again.
Yeah, it started this week.
Yeah,
yesterday.
I wanted to text you, but I figured I'd say it on air.
Did you watch it?
We don't have it this year.
What?
I looked it up on our Spanish channels, and we don't have it.
I heard a review of it today on one of the podcasts.
I heard it was brilliant.
Who said it was batshit crazy?
That's what I heard.
First episode better than anything last year.
That's what my man Ian said. Shout out to my man Ian. What's Ian's podcast name?
Fuck. Let me look. I have it saved.
Knife Edge Chop.
Yes.
If you're into the biz, check out Knife Edge Chop. That's my man Ian Robinson. He used to be on MTV. Punk rock metal OG. What up, Ian? Knife Edge Chop. They talk all biz, whereas we talk about psychotic things and
nonsense.
How much we hate Sicko.
And the deep, dark recesses
Dark
of Pablo's mind.
Pablo's going to dark places.
Yo, man.
Okay.
Like, you're about to get beat up, man.
We're back
For the
to
third
this.
time tonight.
Like, on air.
Third time today?
Are you sitting there smiling because you got nothing that I told you, start watching wrestling so you can fucking add to the conversation. I told Sicko, start watching like you two are so fucking busy. What the fuck do you two do?
What I found is that WrestleMania is like the worst out of the whole year.
Not always.
Not always.
And there's nothing special about it.
What the fuck does that have to do with you watching shit?
It doesn't.
Well,
he's too busy coming up with ways to save money.
With that.
Well, tonight, so when we ate at the diner beforehand.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about this.
What was the fucking, first off, what was the name of the sandwich you got? TBC.
TCOB.
Turkey, cheese and bacon, panini, hard pressed.
Hard pressed.
So out of Gavin and fucking Sicko get their
You
gimmicks.
know, I tell them, I said I want my panini hard pressed. They know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he wouldn't have it any other way.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. We get it. You guys get your scrambled egg gimmicks,
That's
I
right.
suppose.
That's right.
I got a little chicken pot pie.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not fucking scared.
It looked good.
It was
too.
succulent.
I bet it was.
I'm not
It was suckling.
I'm not fucking scared. And this fucking Pablo gets this fucking taking care of business panini. he can't fucking eat it, so he has to take it home. Like, all right, I guess that's not weird. That's cool. He like looks at everyone's plate
and starts scavenging. Y'all gonna eat that?
I
Let me get
basically
that.
had 2 onion rings that looked like
it was a shared munchie plate appetizer.
Oh my god! They did. That is true. They did share an appetizer plate.
Did you order a dessert afterwards?
And then we spoon fed
Gavin
each other.
You stop
Buffalo
it.
wing sauce.
You stop that. Now, there were like 2 haggard fucking sad onion rings on my plate, like
little beat up onion rings,
like in a bed of lettuce. That
The
just
ones you leave for the last 2 because they suck.
yeah, like yo, these 2 don't deserve to be eaten.
Right.
One was like half. Like it wasn't even a circle. It wasn't even an onion ring.
It was a supporting ring.
Yeah,
It was like
it
at
was
the
a
very
support-
bottom.
yeah,
It was an onion
Onion
crescent.
C.
It looked like a half moon.
Yeah.
Jeff said you leave. Like that term doesn't even register with me. That you would leave anything.
Leave no ring behind.
So he fucking grabs them 2 gimmicks, puts them in his fucking thing.
Tried to get my bacon, my leftover bacon.
Then he was mad that when she took away Sicko's plate to throw out, he was vexed that he couldn't get his mitts on the
right.
fucking 2 strips of bacon that
That's
Sicko
right.
left. Like you could possibly salvage mangled bacon. Like
Where
to
is
me.
this now? This package?
It's in the car.
In the car. It's
And
cool
now-
out there. It'll
He grabbed now.
keep.
You can deny this, but I am sure of it. You got the sandwich and saved it. I'm cool with that. It was literally a half of a sandwich. The 2 mutant onion rings, which I'm no selling, and you definitely put something else in there.
There was 1 chicken finger.
Yes, that's what it was.
Did anyone get ice cream?
Gavin got rice pudding.
Delicious.
Now
Cinnamon?
I was here.
That's scheme.
Oh my god!
That's
I love
Now, here's the
rice
deal. Like
I
you
love
know, we
rice
do this.
pudding.
You can't record tired. Either the podcast or raps.
Right.
So I wanted a piece of carrot cake. but I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna just let this live. And he's trying to fucking force feed the fucking he's doing the little airplane gimmick to me with the rice pudding, but I ain't having it. Because me and Jiggles were shared the fucking ultimate combo gimmick.
You didn't get the carrot cake?
No, because I didn't want to be like I didn't want to OD.
You'd had the itis?
Yeah, you can't work with itis.
Yeah, they do all the baking on the premises.
They
too.
do. It's a succulent carrot cake.
You had it before, Scott? Suckling?
Oh, to say the least.
If you got the carrot cake, would you have got a nice glass of?
I got the carrot cake last week.
You got to get the muck.
That is so disgusting.
You're a fucking retard. Who thinks
puts carrots in a cake?
So good.
What? Delicious.
Fuck out of here.
You got to candy them.
That's so disgusting.
You're fucking disgusting.
I am, but that's fucking gross. Although not as gross as his fucking rice pudding. That shit's
so good there with the little whipped cream on top.
I don't like it so much with the whipped cream.
Did it have raisins in it, Jeff?
I skeeve.
Aunt Stella, God rest her soul, used to make it. This is really weird.
She
But
used to put raisins in it?
raisins, and she used to put grapes, green grapes.
Yeah, that's some real greaseball shit.
Yeah.
Some real greaseball shit.
Yep. My grandma used to do that.
I didn't mind it. I like it plain, but if she made it, I was eating it.
Yeah.
So gross.
I guess, I mean, he saved the 1 chicken. I'm thinking of
God.
and like 2 haggard, like. Well, now,
So you get the chicken finger, right? I know I got soft taco shells at home. You put that joint in there with some cheese. That's like a snack wrap right there.
Wow.
A snack wrap.
So your plan is not.
That's bang. That's 1 kid dinner for tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? You got fucking Sicko's bacon, right?
What, are the other 2 gonna starve?
You got Sicko's bacon. I scramble 1 egg. Bam. That's a 2nd kid dinner for tomorrow night.
And then
3rd one, Chloe, my youngest. She don't eat. She eats shit. She would have ate the 2 onion rings. Been full for the night. Bang. That's 3 kids done.
And
no
then you
dinner
got
cooked
the half
tomorrow.
of the sandwich
I got the
for
half of
you.
the sandwich, and wifey, she'll have some salad that she makes anyway. She's healthy. Done. Dinner. No more dinner tonight. Free.
39-cent worth of dinner taken
Right.
care of.
Family
Ain't
of 5.
coming out of my pocket. That's a night out with the chat.
Before we go to this dark place that we've decided to go to week after week after week, I will say, to the not to the delight, but he picked up the check tonight. I don't know if anyone knows that.
Did he?
He picked up the check.
I thought you did.
No, I grabbed it. Gavin thought he was slick and grabbed it from me.
Jeff did the movie. He's like, fuck that. Paz ain't paying. And then was like, Pablo pay.
Yeah, I got no money.
Is that what I said?
No.
Here comes number 3. Here comes beatdown number 3.
Is it only 3? It seems like we're up to way more.
I wanted to swing on him like 4 or 5 times, but the way, I mean, until we start filming the podcast, there's no way to see.
That's definitely got to be a visual.
It's going to happen. But what I'm saying is, where we are at, Gavin and I, we're in the comfortable leather chairs, and Pablo intelligently puts himself on the other side of the room.
Absolutely.
And also built this sort of gimmick.
He's got a whole
barrier.
wall.
What is that called?
It's like a mic,
that a proctor has. What is that called?
Podium.
A podium.
My
gimmick.
laptop.
It's almost like a music stand. Like you'd put sheet
It
music
is that
on.
gimmick. It's the sheet.
I'm like the conductor of the show, man. I tell you guys what goes on next.
Hello.
I tell you when to fucking talk.
There it is.
See,
there it is.
I tell you when to not talk by fucking wiring your jaw shut.
Box cutter, Pazzy. That's what I like to hear.
When I tackled him on the ground earlier tonight,
I let you tackle me.
I felt bad that you were fucking laying on the ground.
Because once again, I didn't have my hands free. If I would have had my hands free, would have Bruce Lee's your ass.
So I helped him up because I felt bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
because he was carrying.
I knocked him down and I picked him up, Scott. I don't know where you were at the time, but I tackled him right here.
Did anyone get the chicken cheesesteak?
No, I did. I did last time.
A wrap?
Yes.
Delicious.
Succulent.
The wraps are good.
Very good.
Oh yeah.
Very
Which one'd you
good.
get?
No. Tonight I told you I got the chicken pot pie tonight, man.
Right.
I get the chicken cheesesteak wrap, a little mayo. I did a new gimmick. I invented a new gimmick. I was like, yo, no fries. And to come with it, throw me the hash browns. You know what I'm saying?
Trendsetter.
I said trends, and then Gavin said, I want my scrambled eggs. But guess what? I want mashed potatoes.
And I want 4 eggs. 4!
We fucking broke every
You know
rule
what they
there was
are?
in there.
They're
Nobody
tastemakers.
fucking tells us anything.
We're tastemakers.
They're
We're the real
tastemakers.
That's right.
I always sub the mashed potatoes, so I don't need something
We
fried.
don't. I was like, none of this.
Yeah. This is what we want.
I was like, tell you what's going to happen, honey. Let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to get me a chicken cheese wrap. And then what's going to happen is you're going to tell that fucking guy in the back, Daddy don't want no fries to come with it. Daddy wants them fucking hash browns. Because I don't play by your rules, honey.
No.
Right?
Outside of society, man.
Yeah.
Menu.
Well, because of the biopic, we missed something. The fans have missed something.
Yes.
The listeners have missed something. And what they have missed is
Pablo's Cheapo Tip of the Week.
brought to you by Crescent Street Tattoo. P. Jiggy, how you living over there, man?
Living large.
You living large?
It's been, it's been a media blitz since the biopic came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're doing junkets and whatnot.
Doing junkets, it's
Yeah.
crazy, man. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Oh, you're everywhere, all right.
Oh, I'm everywhere.
So this one is super simple once again. Very simple.
Simple in the execution or the
Yes.
craziness of the cheapness?
The everything. This is a problem solution scenario. We're talking post Christmas time.
Oh, no.
Okay. You got your gifts.
Yeah.
The holiday's over.
Yeah.
It's time to take all the holiday stuff down. It's sad, but at the end of the day, Christmas is over. Time to take your shit down. You know what I'm saying? Trees
is going
trees down.
No, this is going nowhere
trees down.
good.
Lights are down. Ornaments are down. Everything's got to go, right?
Happens every year. Don't look forward to it.
So when you take it out, your shit, it all fits back in. It's all in the spot. But when you putting stuff away, it don't fit back into the same boxes
I'm
you
with
got
you.
it in.
I'm actually with you on this.
Okay.
So far.
The biggest one was I bought new lights this year. Got off the wallet, but they're LED lights, so they're saving money on the electric bill. You know what I'm saying? I'm always working at an angle. You know what I'm saying?
So even when you spend more, you're saving
and spending to save. Yeah, this new.
You're spending to save.
Yeah, I'm getting these LED lights, and now not using up as much energy. You know what I'm saying?
Long-term savings.
You know what I'm saying, Mick?
It takes money to save money.
Right. We call these energy hogs. We're getting them right the fuck out of my house. No energy hogs in my house.
Energy hogs.
That's right.
Okay.
We'll be doing more on that in 2016. Stay informed. So
stay informed.
So this one, we're gonna fucking just talk about the lights. They come in these fucking boxes that are so small and compressed. You can't put these lights back in these boxes.
No, you can't.
These ones, I'm talking about the ones that go around the tree, just to visualize. So at the same time, right? My kids got new comforters for Christmas.
Oh, I don't know. This is just a curveball.
You know what I'm talking about?
Where he's going.
You do?
Yeah.
Things like comforters and window treatment stuff like drapes come in these fantastic plastic bags.
Big plastic bags.
With zippers.
Yeah. I actually know these.
These bags are fucking banging, and you're going to take the shit out and you're going to throw it away. I say bullshit to that. These bags are fucking perfect size for lights. So I take the comforter out. Fucking A, man. And you can even turn around the paper that shows a picture of the comforter and you write down Christmas lights.
I'm all right with I don't hate this.
And you put these Johns in there, bang. You put
So
these
you're
shit
not
right in
even
the
using
attic.
a fresh piece of paper.
No, you flip the John. You
And
flip
it's all white.
Well, that's a little whack.
And you just you gotta write down what these are white lights.
But
Red,
it's a
red
clear.
lights.
It's a clear bag, right?
Yeah.
But the lights
Yeah,
are
the
all
gimmick
It's in a big zipper
bag.
bag.
The gimmick that
But
you
the
buy when you
plastic
buy the
bag
gimmick.
when you get a comforter blanket.
But if it's you can see through the bag, why would you have to write what's in the bag?
Sometimes the white lights. Sometimes you can't unless they're plugged in. You can't tell.
All things must be labeled. That's why you write it down.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You want.
I don't hate this. I don't think it's. I think it's actually not.
This actually
not
kinda
an
makes
awful
sense.
idea. Like it's all right.
It's a give and take. This one.
All right. I mean, I'll interject when he's done because I'm so the opposite. Do I think this is insane or anything? No, not at all.
But would you
wait?
No, I'm going to tell you what I would do. I'm going to let him build.
What I'm going to say is there. As we know, we're very big on the videos right now. A companion video was shot, and you will see how difficult it is to try to get these lights back into the box it came in. It's not fun, my friends.
Wow.
You may turn your head.
When I took
in
the
shock.
tree down at the shop, I couldn't get it back into the fucking box.
No, never.
So I took the stand and smashed it into the fucking box.
Like a normal person
Probably
would.
broke like 19 fucking branches on it. Smashed it. I was like, this is fine. Put it in the basement.
That's 30% of the reason why people buy a new tree next year because you can't get in.
30%.
I was this close to saying, we're just throwing this out, getting the next new one next year. I was another minute away from it, but I decided smashing it with the stand was a better idea at that moment.
I think this is the perfect time for me to say something about this.
Yes.
To build off what you just said.
Yes.
Do you know what my answer is to what he just said about them not fitting into the box? Throwing them all out and buying something new the next year.
Absolutely.
Everything's getting thrown out.
Like a normal person
and
would.
rebought the next year.
Yep.
But they're good lights and it's a good tree. Mine's the same like yours is.
No, you're
except
just
for
brushing me
the
off.
stem is sticking out of the box.
How much were these lights?
These lights in particular
for the tree.
I had to buy. These are for I did outdoor, and I did a nice little candy cane John. So I bought red and white and mixed the lights and did this whole thing
nice.
around the tree. Look, it's beautiful. So that one I had to buy like 6 sets. So you're talking like $15 a set, I think. Times 6. Don't know the math.
$90.
But it's a lot of
Don't
money.
know the math.
$90.
6% tax in Pennsylvania.
$90, and you're saving these lights in the comforter gimmick.
Yes.
Rather than just be like, wrap it up outside, trash with the.
No way. No fucking way.
He would
man.
never do that. He doesn't throw away shit that doesn't work. You think he's going to throw away shit that works?
Okay. Now, again, to our loving listeners, family, you say who's crazy and who's not, because there's been some kids who are fully behind Pablo.
Sure.
The kid that I told you who I hate all the fighters he likes.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say his name, John. You can correct me. It's either John Kahane or Kahane or something. His name sounds like a white dude, but he's Cubano. he's like, yo, I feel every one of Pablo Cheapo's tips. Like, I'm with him. Mad kids have hit me up like, y'all playing this bull, I don't get it. And I'm like, yo, are y'all working me, or you really...
I think it's 50-50. I think half of the world, not just
Dippy,
people that
dippy.
listen.
Dippy.
I think it's half the world thinks and acts like he does, and the rest of us normal people are like, why would you even fucking bother?
Well, thinks and acts is a different thing, because what separates him from the cheap community is that he,
Is there a cheap community?
Yeah, you just said there was.
Subculture, that's right. We're out there.
You are, but you, A, laugh at yourself, and B, admit it. I think my heat is with people who don't, my brother, and have a fucking plethora of excuses as to why they do these things.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything but saying,
but I'm cheap.
Yeah.
Everything but, easy for you to say, I'm like...
I just do it to help save the environment,
And I'm like, there was never a point in my life when I had nada that I behaved like that, so how can you ever say...
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have this bill.
So...
You don't have that bill. And I'm like, yo, let me explain something to you, B. There's no scenario where I'm fucking doing what fucking Pablo does.
Right.
There's none. My whole shit can cave upon itself.
Yep. And more importantly, previous to you having any kind of career, you still didn't do any of the shit. Like when you needed to. Now you don't even need to. Why would it even enter
That's
your
all I'm saying.
brain?
This didn't change with money.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Now on the other side, I have absolutely no money, and I still would never do half the shit that he does.
I think you're a great example of proving that he's nuts.
Right. It's a mind thing.
Because if someone said to me, if someone was to break my balls and they were like, well, you have disposable income, so blah, 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 I'd have two answers for that. First, when I was 14, I wouldn't behave like this.
Right.
Second, you're defending my side of the... Gavin's a little bit in between.
Right.
But Gavin don't care either. Like, something's $600, it's $600 here.
Right.
Just do it.
It is what it is.
Or if there's aggravation involved with something, go on, throw it out.
That's where you define chepness, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Will you go through aggravation, and Gavin will pay to not be aggravated? Right. Pablo, for $90, will be aggravated.
Like,
that is true.
My mom, who is as square as they come, she's a mom. She does the gimmick where it's like you get the coupon, you go to the store, and you got to you do this, this, and this. Then you send it to the company, and this $5 thing ends up costing you $1. And I'm like, I'll pay my last $5 to not have to do that. Like, I don't understand.
One of our friends cuts coupons from like 4 different.
See, I would never
like Pathmark, ShopRite, Giant, blah blah blah. Goes to all 4 of them with the gimmicks, and I'm like, the money you spent and the time and the energy and the gas, bro.
It's the time and the energy.
It really is. Like we've talked about this on previous Pablo Cheapo's Tip of the Week. But Pablo and Stoop, my partner, producer of 20-something years, they would fucking have these mandates. Speaking of mandates, the two of you have something to discuss.
That's a whole other story. We'll get to that.
But these fucks would have fucking Saturday afternoons to go to Delaware to save taxes. And I'm like, you're driving an SUV.
Right. You just spent $50 extra.
You just spent $9,000.
Right.
But the greatest thing about Pablo is, with that shit-eating grin over there, he thinks he's getting over, and then we're all the dummies.
Right.
Like, he's going to sleep tonight. Like,
if you follow my tips, think of how many more Panera watches you would have.
Panera?
Panera watches.
Say that again.
Bread. Wow.
Say that again. Panera watches.
It's bread.
So I wear bread watches.
What is it? What is it?
Cousin Friz, explain.
It's a Panerai.
Yeah, Panera. That's what I said.
And that what you had for dinner tonight?
Pete, can I just tell you something?
Go ahead.
I love you and you are the best.
Yeah.
Because you have the biggest fucking heart in the world and you're never fucking cheap with any of your pals. But it is a sickness. You are ill.
Yeah.
It is crazy and it doesn't always work.
No.
See, you're laughing,
No, it's
Sicko,
you know,
but what I'm saying is these trips to Delaware on paper do not work.
They do, dude. I bought every appliance in my house in Delaware.
No, but
and
you
you're
broke
saving
that down to me
hundreds.
one time, and you were like, "It was $1,500, but I saved $300." That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
The shit I'm talking about in
Me and
2000.
missions were more just brotherly love, camaraderie.
All right, that's cool. That's
Getting him
cool.
to
But
talk
I'm
to
just
people,
saying,
you know.
I think you just said camaraderie.
Your camaraderie.
I would pay
That's
$300
hip-hop. That's
just to
hip-hop
not
style.
have to go to the state of Delaware.
Camaraderie.
hip hop talk.
Camaraderie. What was his other gimmick?
Vietnamese?
Vietnamese.
You're not even going to bring up the lackey?
That was off air,
Lanky.
right?
It was his lanky.
Wasn't that off air?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Was it? Were we just?
We were talking about somebody who was
Yeah,
like,
but but is it someone we want to say?
Nah. But it was like we were at some place and his bull's lanky came
Yes, Pablo. You know when someone's like your bitch, you call him a lackey. Pablo with a dead ass face is like, yeah. So his fucking lanky is telling him. I said, what?
Like, what?
What? And fucking Stallone was like, is he tall and thin? Lanky. He's like, no, it's lanky. You know what I mean? Like, it's big. I'm like, you mean lackey, B? So I mean.
This is why I don't get upset with the snowman shit, because as bad as it ever gets, every time he opens his mouth.
You better watch out when spring comes. You'll be melting, motherfucker.
Tonight's to wrap up with the Pablo's Cheapo tip of the week. Let's just go a little round horn and say what. It's definitely not horrible. Like nothing to mock.
Nah.
I can't see.
This isn't Lysol in the baggies.
It's not
this
like
isn't
next. It's
hurting
not next
nobody.
level to me. It's like it's being a little tight. A bit of no.
Yeah. No. When you're tight, you're getting an AO.
Fuck you. I fucking distribute AOs, man. Not you.
You're going to distribute me tight? Is that what you're saying?
Sicko, I like your
I'm
shirt.
going to hit you with a fucking bat.
I can't see it, though.
Cousin Frank, I'm doing a show over here.
I like it.
Pagan babies.
Sorry. Are they cookies, Paz?
Yes, that Mick's lovely
delicious
girlfriend
cookies
made. Pablo said they were succulent.
You had one?
And you know what the best part is?
Mick, tell her. Mick, can you real quick explain not only that your lovely lady made us cookies, but what did she say about the Tupperware she
She said the cookies were for everybody. She said the cookies were for everybody, but the Tupperware was for Pablo.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh my.
And he's excited. Like
Absolutely. He lit up.
He is now. I honestly don't know this. This isn't me trying to. A piece of Tupperware like that, is that worth like $8 or like 99 cents?
You usually can't buy singles. You got to buy like them in a pack.
It's a Ziploc.
That's heavy
Name
duty
brand.
stuff right there.
Heavy
and I get off on when you give me that with the lid. Because you get shit where like the lid's missing in the crib.
Yo,
and
no, I
fucking
feel
lose my
that.
shit.
No, that's real.
And it's a good color. You're not going to mess up
Green's
that green.
a good color.
Right.
I love it.
You'll be able
the
to
cookies
find
are
the lid.
delicious. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the.
I'm going to
the
enjoy
Ziploc.
this with Mick's best wishes.
So, OG,
I'm so glad Frank is back.
I'm not gonna say like, oh, that was a bad cheapo tip. I'm just not like, oh, you're insane. What, you feel the same way?
That was a pretty
No, I'm
normal
okay
one.
with this one, actually.
Yeah.
Yes. To see now, if they're not crazy, then maybe it's a legitimate tip.
Perhaps.
Because we're using the word tip very loosely. Because some of the other ones, people are like, this ain't no fucking tip.
This ain't
man.
helping nobody.
This might be the true sense of the word. Like, yo,
Certainly.
I might do that. The funny thing is, I just bought a new gimmick with that clear gimmick.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I know exactly.
fantastic bags.
Yeah, maybe a while ago I wouldn't have known what he meant. The
Can I ask Pablo a question?
you
Please do.
Please.
I have a question for you, Pablo.
Sure.
You know, we're in Philly. We
Yes.
just had the blizzard of 2016.
Yes.
And now I'm not going to front. I heard some things. Heard some things.
Things?
If you're
Heard some things.
okay.
You know, my quote unquote jerk off brother. And
Can I cut you off?
go ahead.
That will be next week's tip.
Okay.
If I know where you're going with that.
I think
Yes.
I know where he's
Okay.
going
Yeah.
to.
All right. I'm going to stop right there.
Right.
All right. We're going to leave that for
Stay
next week.
informed. It might be the best one
Okay.
of the.
Stay
if not-
informed.
Stay informed is it's basically Denenberg's dump is what we have going.
Yes.
Stay informed is a brilliant fucking gimmick. Gavin is fucking eating this
Cookies are
cookie.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen him this happy.
I know. He's housing
If
that
these
cookie.
cookies aren't fruit of the gods, I don't know what is.
Suckling.
Here you go, Angela.
Ange, thank you, sweetheart. You're the best.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Angela. These are fucking awesome.
Fucking delicious.
So yes, Frank, Mick, I didn't think it was that crazy his tip, right? It's like just a little tight on the.
No, next week though.
Yeah,
if it is what I think.
No, it is.
Oh, it is.
This week's tip.
Last week. I'm going to tell the listeners how heavy next week's is. It's pretty much what set off Pablo's Cheapo tip of the week.
Yes.
It got around.
That was the first thing I heard.
Yep.
Of him. Right.
I heard it from my brother, who heard it from Vin's brother.
Who will now see it because a companion video was shot for that as well.
Now, I will say something to defend
working hard for you,
Professor Pablo. My brother has brass balls calling anyone cheap. And I'm not going to go into it from there because he can write into wherever or he can sit in one time if he wants to hang with us. He has fucking more stories than Mother Goose as to why he's cheap, other than just being cheap.
Right.
I mean, this fucker will tell me things that I don't even know what it means. I'll be at his house. He'll have a bag of chips, right? Mm-hmm. He'll be eating that bag of chips while we're watching the fights. Then, you see this? 6 of these for $4. I go, I don't fucking know if that should be $30 or fucking $3, man. And he's got to tell you how much everything was and what deal he got on it. I go, look, man, I point at shit and say, give me that. Not because I'm fucking Kanye West. Not because I'm fucking...
It's
here's the fucking money. Give me the thing.
Right. I mean, cousin Frank is the fucking same way. If we go looking for clothes, for sneakers, it ain't that we think we're fucking Mr. Rich. We don't come from that kind of background. You know what I'm saying? I have a seed, but if I want some shit, I want it. Yo, what is that? I like that. Frank, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We go to Saks Fifth Ave, whatever. We go to Walnut Street. We go to the watch stores. Boom. Yo, let me try that on. Let me see if it fits my wrist because I'm fat boy.
Plus, it's the excising of the aggravation factor that's more valuable than any dollar amount you will spend.
And then I think that's Pablo and my brother will deal with so much aggravation.
Oh, yeah.
In order to cut that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My brother happens to be very, very, very smart when it comes to technology, installing things. Well, so like that part of him, he saves himself a ton of money just there. You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, I wouldn't be anywhere without him in terms of like, yo, I gotta hook this TV up.
Sure.
Like he comes over and does it.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he gets mad when I give him, when I say, you know what I mean? Because his comeback is, well, motherfucker, you wouldn't know shit. Like, if my computer shits the bed and I gotta buy a new one, I'm like, point to the most expensive one, but you and Alex got to come over and fix it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's where I got to lay low or he'll kill me and stop coming over.
Yeah, do-it-yourselfer. He's a big do-it-yourselfer.
Well, I think you are, too.
Yeah, you got it.
But see, you're a moron. You don't know how to do shit by yourself, and you try to.
Sometimes heads don't want to do it. You could call up an electrician or go to Home Depot, and they're like, nah, we ain't doing that job.
Dog,
So you have to do shit yourself.
My mom's like, the light in the back room is out. I'm like, you better call somebody. Here go $50.
Yeah, I'll
not
work
meaning
on it.
like you better call someone I'm not taking care of you. I mean like you better call someone like
I don't know what the fuck to do, and I don't care enough to learn to do it.
James hit me and was like, yeah, shoveling must have been rough. I was like, huh? Shoveling what?
Shoveling what?
I literally was like, shoveling what?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, some dude comes around like, I'm like, yo, how much? And he's like, $10. I'm like, here's 100. See you next time. Make sure you come every time it snows.
That's like when we had the fucking blizzard this weekend. Me and my wife had the best fucking time. We live in an apartment. I don't have to worry about none of that shit. The fucking Rite Aids is right across the street. You know, when we run out of cigarettes, it's right there. What?
Rite Aids?
Rite Aids.
Pablo, what did Sicko buy there?
1 stick of butter and 3 eggs. They buy single eggs there too.
You know, that's actually a true. That's actually a true story. I once went into the Rite Aid in my neighborhood.
Rite Aids.
And went and bought
grape soda,
like a 4-pack. Well, obviously grape soda, like a 4-pack of butter, like you normally would, like a pound of butter.
Yeah.
And I got to the thing, and the girl's like, "Yo, did you check that?" I'm like, "Check what?" She's like, "You know, you got to check that shit. people be stealing sticks of butter out and leaving the package. Same with that. You check them eggs? You got 12 eggs? I'm like, come on, yo. What? And
it'd be like 2 eggs missing out of Jones, man.
Because bulls will be like, yo, I need like 2 eggs to make French toast. And they will steal 2 eggs out the thing.
Son, it's like the Wild West out here,
I'm
man.
telling you.
B, Philly is like the Wild West right now.
I will open up the egg box just to see if they're broken.
To see if they're cracked or anything like that. Whoever thought, I got to check this to make sure there's 12 in it. And the butter thing blew my fucking mind because
right.
I think I'm going to start stealing eggs.
There you go.
Just to do it.
Just to do it.
I mean, I'll do it to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you want to be assholes together, I'm in.
But I think bulls are stealing it to have like 2 eggs.
All right, so I feel like even if we get caught, they're going to be like, dude,
when me, you, and Mick have the next meeting,
all right, yeah,
1 egg each,
yeah,
in the pocket.
All right,
all right, okay.
I bet it gets really dodgy around like Halloween.
Oh, I love the baby.
Forget about it.
The CVS near my house.
Hate that CVS.
Not that one, the other one.
Okay,
There's 2.
All right.
The one
they put the eggs away, and you got to ask for them before.
The
Halloween.
one by the across from the Acme.
No,
the big one across from the other big street.
No, I hate the big one. Hate
the big one
on Washington.
Yes, there's a sign on the thing.
Wow,
can't buy eggs, jabronis, whatever.
Sicko, write that down. Can't buy eggs, jabronis, whatever. Right. Sicko, write that down. Wow. Broad Street Breakdown is brought to you by Crescent Street Tattoo, 4371 Crescent Street, Philly, PA, 19127-215-487-0360. Facebook, Crescent Street Tattoo. IG, Crescent Street Tattoo. Email, crescentstreettattoo@gmail.com. Website, crescentstreettattoo.com. We also have sitting in with us my good friend, Mick. I won't say your last name because some people don't dig that. He was the lead singer and songwriter, and then he told me he switched singers. So now I'm upset with him.
Yeah.
But I love his band. They're called No Stayer. For fans of nice records and old stuff, they'll know where that name comes from, Mick. If you think you got slick, I know where it comes from.
People in the know should know.
Should know. I agree. It's No Stayer, NOSTAYER .bandcamp.com. One of my favorite bands. If you're into old nice record shit, old UK Motorhead type shit, am I just disparaging you with these descriptions?
No, it's pretty good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, check them out. They're definitely one of my favorite bands. We're happy to have them. And Mick and the Gavin and I are working on a 7-inch together. We're not putting out the name out yet because we're still debating it, right?
It's up in the air.
We have 3 gimmicks.
Yeah, 3 gimmicks.
Little oi, skinhead, punk rock, hodgepodge.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready for it.
We're going to do a 4-song 7-inch produced by Scott Stallone. It'll sound like it was made in 1982 in a basement.
Cousin Frank is encroaching over here.
That's our plan.
He's breaking rules.
That's what we're hoping for.
That's what we're hoping for. Stallone's got to bring it
Don't
together.
you worry about what all them words is.
I got you covered.
Cousin Frank, what are you sniffing around? I like that.
He's got all these words in that there book.
Well, yeah, you still be thinking of punishments.
Oh, I already have 5. I already wrote them down in my
That's your
notebook.
segment. If
fucking pop on that.
Not going to adhere to any of them.
The one's absolutely incredible.
The
Friz,
deal
the
is,
jailkeeper.
the thing is, they have to be smart enough where you're made to adhere.
All right.
Yeah.
One of them may be me and Gavin just remove you from the room.
Number 3, you have to listen to Velvet Revolver for an hour.
Oh, jeez.
Poor Frank.
Friz will have no hand.
Oh, that's right. He
no
liked
hand
that dude.
in
Yeah, but
delivering
who
that.
else?
I
Oh,
keep
we did a
forgetting
David
that.
Bowie tribute. You liked him?
Love Bowie.
We all did too. So
There you go.
you missed a couple tributes because you don't like Lemmy, but you do like Bowie.
Love Bowie.
We did some singing too. That was cool.
Did you
we
guys
did
sing
some
Bowie?
singing.
Little bit here and there.
What are all them their words?
Don't you worry about it.
You're going to be part of it, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
So don't you
All
worry
I
about
said
it.
it's a good gimmick.
All right.
Well, that was Pablo's Cheapo tip of the week.
Thank you.
Pablo's Cheapo tip of the week.
To sum it up, I feel like nobody was really super mad at that, where they were offended.
Nah.
I'd like you to take it to a darker place, and if I think
Next week, you're going to be
Yeah,
you're going to stay
that's when
well
your head's
informed.
gonna explode.
That was more of a repurposing tip. It wasn't.
That was
really
a helpful tip. It's something.
It was a tip applies there.
Right. I think every once in a while he's got to come up
The
with
other one should be
hey, your broken
Pablo's
clock is right
Cheapo
twice
offense.
a day, you know?
No, well, the next one it's going to be Pablo's tip of insanity.
Well, no, I think it
like
should be
I'm on the tip
Pablo's
of
Cheapo offense of the week.
If the tip next week it is what it is,
Yeah, it is.
it's insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And that-
insanity tenfold.
I mean, like I said, we add that to get them put away. I think there's some mental ticks that are off.
You like Vin? You like to say that it's dark? Oh, that's dark.
It is. It's darkness. It's darkness. Now, Sicko would now hashtag gimmick gang. We asked people to our listeners, our fam-a-lam, yo, what should y'all be called? Or they asked us, what should we? Right? They were kind of like, yo,
we decided we
kept
needed
talking
a name
about
for
it,
him.
talking about people every week, and we were just like, "Yo, the people online that
that are
shit,
right,
whatever,
gimmick
So,
gang,
right?"
We do. I keep calling it word association. And what did you guys?
Lightning round.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
lightning
So I'll
round.
explain real quick. Friz hasn't been here since it started. Mick, I know you've heard a couple of the shows. Friz, Cousin Frank, it's basically word association, but you're limited to 5 words. So you're a huge
words or
Guns N'
less.
Roses fan. He says Guns N' Roses, you say my favorite band in the world. You can't, you know what I mean? You
Right.
hated
No more than
shit on it.
5.
Right.
And the other thing is, each person gets what we call a whoa, whoa, whoa. Whereas, we'll use Guns N' Roses. Say I throw out Guns N' Roses and Vin says, worst thing ever.
And you are mad at that?
And-
You got to whoa, whoa, whoa me,
Or
and I
you
got
don't
to
understand it, like, nah, that's wrong, whoa, whoa, whoa. Then he has to explain.
I have to explain myself to you.
defend his.
You know what I'm saying? If he says Sinatra and I go, oh, I fucking hate him, and you're like, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Explain that.
You
gimmick.
gotta tell
But
him.
you only get one.
You only
one
get
an
one.
episode.
So use it wisely.
Use it wisely.
I like it.
We've done like 3. I think it's only been used once or twice.
I
Yeah,
like
because
it.
everybody forgets.
Right.
You get so deep into it, you
Yeah,
forget.
you-
And a lot of times we agree with each other, so there's no whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Right.
Like-minded people
It's
tend
kind
to
of like if it was like somebody saying ABBA, and I was like, "Save my life one day." You're going to want to hear that story, and that's when you whoa, whoa,
True,
whoa it.
true. Yeah.
Things like that, too. Things you wouldn't expect someone to like, and then they say they
I like
it.
that his mind goes to the place where he thinks an example of something that's crazy is ABBA saving his life.
Well, you know.
Why would ABBA save my life?
You just said it.
You just
I know.
said it. You
Why
weirdo.
would it, though?
It's crazy that that's what you went to as an example.
It starts at A. I was going down the alphabet.
I mean, I guess that's
All right, then.
All right,
Fair
man.
enough.
Fair enough.
If that was your whoa, 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 he got you.
Fair enough.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
I mean, he
was ready.
was. You know what? You know what? He was fucking ready.
So we jumping into this now?
Well,
The issue we've had with this is it goes in a circle. Somehow fucking Stallone always escapes it. Pablo escapes it. So they get time to think about it. Mick, you're in.
You're always in the middle.
I love it. The
You're in
fucking,
the same position.
The deflection all around.
Yeah, you want me to start then? How about this?
I'll go first.
How about I fucking go first if you
wait
think
a
I'm
minute. For
deflecting?
the first little bit, we should start with Pablo so that Mick and Friz are last, so they just get a vibe of how it goes.
That works.
By the time
Yeah,
we get
we'll go
around
a couple
to
turns.
Well, no, but you trying to shoot on me. You got.
Because I'm always
like
first,
to.
and you're like saying
I
it's a
host
big-
the fucking show, you retard. I gotta fucking always be like this. It's gold, baby. It's gold.
You are gold. You're platinum, actually.
I'm A-list, baby.
St. Hot Rod Magazine.
Zine, pal. I'm a genius of me.
Genius of me.
I'm the genius of me.
And Friz, for the most part, Paz does not adhere to the 5 letters.
This is not true.
Five
This
words.
is not true.
Therein lies the comedy. Vin can't keep it under
your
5
comment
words.
has to be like basically 5 words or
You can
under.
count it on your
Okay.
hoof, but Frank,
Yeah.
they're lying.
All right.
If there's 20 a week, I'll break it twice, and they think I'm.
I don't know. I think Paz adheres
You'll
to all
see.
the
You'll
rules.
just watch it unfold.
All right.
And the idea is it's word association. So you want to just throw out like the first things that come into your mind. It's not like a rate the band or rate the blah, blah, blah.
So everyone goes around, everyone throws something out randomly.
No, Sicko gives us all the names. We
And
go
then
1,
we
2, 3.
comment on it.
Correct.
right.
Okay. All
so
right.
when I say
5 words or less. Comment.
when I say blah, 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 everybody goes around, and it's just supposed to be whatever comes off the top of your head. First
If you
thoughts.
met the dude while you were DJing one night, don't comment on the band. Be like, biggest dickhead I ever met. Like,
Okay.
It's not an assessment of the art. It's what
And
comes
now-
to the head when you think of this.
And the other thing is, when we started, the first two that we did were just specifically music. I just, picked bands and artists and blah, blah.
That's right. We're going out.
And then I was like, go outside the box. Say fucking Richard Pryor. Say
now we've expanded
just say
it.
things.
So and all he is need to be on the lookout for some curveballs. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, there better be.
Oh,
So all I'm
Don't give me
saying.
a curveball when I fucking
like
punch
this
Pablo.
part.
And I'll tell you another thing. If you don't know who the fuck they are, Frank, because a couple times Sicko said a band that we grew up with, and Stallone was just like, I don't know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's some-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
All right, I'm ready.
You up for it?
But you're gonna start. Yeah, you're gonna start like a real fucking hot
All right,
shot.
so we're gonna start. We're gonna go this way a couple
Yeah,
of
he's a hot
times.
shot. He's a hot shot. The Mick, when you talk, you got to lean in because you're quiet, you're shy.
I am picking
5
up,
words, say whatever the fuck you
got
want.
it. Well,
Cousin Frank ain't gonna hold back.
It's coming off.
What's he saying?
He's off mic too. He's fucking talking to the wall.
Who
Sicko.
is?
Sicko? I can hear Mick. Mick's all right.
Scott, is everything all right?
Everything is aces.
Our creative director.
Michelle
over here.
Rodriguez has it
Stop chewing
under
your
control.
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle, can you handle this, please?
Emrod.
Please. I got it under control.
Emrod.
Emrod! I'm gonna write that down.
Write that down.
I want that to be word association next week. Emrod.
All right.
Emrod. So is everybody ready?
I guess.
As we return to another exciting episode.
Oh, wait, we didn't explain. We asked for fans to name this segment, and they all sucked.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, thanks.
we're asking the gimmick gang.
So
send us
gimmick
more-
gang, we need
So what this is word association using 5 words.
Right, and don't
Rapid
send
fire.
in I got 5 on it, okay?
Yeah, no, yeah,
And don't
yeah.
say 5 spot.
Yeah, we get
Listen.
the gimmicks. That we're smart enough to somehow Sicko almost fell. If he fell, it would be the highlight of
killing me
my
this
fucking life.
I would not give you the satisfaction of falling.
5, the word 5 in it, unless it's incredibly fucking creatively used, which, trust me, you won't.
Exactly.
Just fucking come up with something good, would you?
Just-
if it's fucking another language, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Just for the test, be like, when you think about whatever you think of, try and think to yourself, would anybody else have thought of this? Has anybody else sent this in?
You want to incorporate the word Cinco in there? I ain't mad at you.
Exactly. All right. So now that we got all the legal out the way,
Yeah.
are we ready to play? Are you ready?
I'm ready to fucking slap you in your giant fucking head.
I'm trying to get the energy going. Come on.
I'm sparked up.
Come on.
This
my
Pablo's
God.
fucking pussy hurts. His fucking cunt.
All right. So we're going to start this way. Pablo. Godfather 3.
Don't believe that movie exists.
Stallone.
I am so torn. I want to whoa, but I want to also say one of the greatest sequels.
Godfather 3, not 2. 3.
Oh, my bad.
1990.
Oh, my bad should be in.
Yeah,
my bad. Enough said.
Next.
Vinnie Paz, Godfather 3.
Andy Garcia is an Italian.
OG? Curveballs, baby. Curveballs.
I've seen it maybe twice.
Mick?
meh.
Like,
Cousin Frick?
Never seen any Godfathers.
Here we go.
Whoa.
God.
No, you know what? You want to
Full-blooded-
don't blame
full-blooded Sicilian.
Somebody needs to whoa that shit.
Mick, are you going
though.
to call it early and use it early?
I'm calling it early.
Ah, Mick's calling it.
Wow.
So now, Friz, you have to explain what that means.
How?
Yeah, how?
And you grew up in,
It's probably great, but I just never had the patience.
but you're 100%.
Paz knows me. I don't really go out of my rhythm. I'm like stuck with just certain things, but I've never yet found the want or the time to sit there and want to watch them all.
It's one of those things, though, it's hard to even avoid.
Yeah, I never
can't.
watched
I'll
it.
tell you something to add on. My brother's never seen them.
Never seen it.
My brother's never seen The Sopranos.
You know
My
what?
stepfather, Rocky, his famous line, "Why would I watch it when I lived it?"
See, that makes sense to me, though. All right.
There's something cool with HBO. Just to add to that, they
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys.
Yeah.
They actually did that 30 years ago on regular TV.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think NBC did it. They edited everything together. Pablo, Otis Redding.
Played a good trumpet.
Oh my God, man!
I don't even know what to say. Scott Stallone, Otis Redding.
Fucking awesome.
Greatest soul singer ever.
All right, Gavin.
Second greatest soul singer ever.
Mick.
My go-to. It's not 5. My go-to when I'm down.
Nah, we'll take it.
You can, if you're in a rut, you can run it.
Yeah,
through.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can go when down.
You
You're good.
gonna
Mash a bunch of words.
You can use it as one.
You can hyphenate shit.
Cousin Frank.
Cousin Frank, Otis Redding.
Paz's iPod After Hours bars.
This is
Good.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
All right, very good.
Very good.
I like that actually.
J Boy Adams.
I'm
You
not.
fucking square.
I guess I'm square too.
Yeah, but he should know.
I don't care.
Gangster.
Thank you.
Who?
Jay Adams. Take a shot, Frank.
No idea.
All right.
Well, Sicko explained since it didn't go over well.
OG Dogtown Skater, the original Dogtown Zephyr.
I do know stupid as shit just passed away.
Yes.
My head was somewhere.
Yeah, those
else.
one. I mean, this isn't part of my. Those weren't the dudes who influenced me skate wise. So
Yeah.
it's just to say I don't care sounds a little bit rude.
I'll give you
I
this
meant
stuff.
I don't care. It didn't influence me. Everything influences you in a way because they influence the dude that
Right.
probably influenced
Right.
me. But like I wasn't. I'm not a mark or anything. I mean, legend, of course. But
Yeah.
you know how many times I've said don't care and you got mad. No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
go don't care, like yeah, I mean like do I care? Dude, like crazy inventive, but I don't know.
It's funny because like all them other guys, like I don't care, but he's the only one. That
I'm
ever-
like, well, I'm like with a lot of those dudes.
just because he's a fucking maniac.
I'm like a lot of those dudes. The way you get mad about West Coast punk, you know what I mean? They're just, I don't know. They were like, nah, I'm not gonna dig myself any deeper.
Ah, very good.
I mean, yeah, cool, whatever.
All right, Pablo, Butthole Surfers.
So you're down with those guys?
Well done, sir.
Nice.
Well done.
Scott Stallone.
Your boy.
Pretty much, yeah. Vinny?
Like maybe 3 songs.
That much?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that at all.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Gabby can live.
Like maybe 2 songs.
Really? I didn't expect that at all.
Not
Mick,
happening.
Butthole Surfers?
Haven't listened to enough. Fuck.
Yeah, haven't listened to enough to know. Or
To comment.
All right, we got you. Frank, Butthole Surfers mean anything to you?
Airport, LAX, Volume, McLaren, Mercedes.
Okay. I have no idea what any of that means, but I'll take it.
It's crazy. I like it. It's a little bit crazy.
It's
I like
cryptic.
it.
All right. Pablo, Sinead O'Connor.
Sinbad O'Connor. Bag on your head.
Stallone.
First toured with 2 of the Smiths. It's true.
Pazzy.
Fuck, man. Up scumbag? Nah.
That's just your go-to.
I got dig her, hate her politics.
Okay.
Lovely.
OG?
Brilliant singer. Love her a lot.
Good. Mick?
Decent artist. Not big fan.
Wow. What's up, Cousin Frick?
Let him know, cousin Frank.
LA Airport.
Dinner in a fancy restaurant.
Okay.
I like that.
Nice.
Okay.
Very
I ain't
nice.
mad at that.
I'm going to say Pope.
I was gonna say that. I was like, can I do that? But then I don't want to then I'm not speaking on her music, and I dig a lot of the stuff. So I was going to go rip up the Pope, especially where I stand on that. But
I'm a huge fan, and her doing that made me the huge fan.
Yeah, and I remember when it happened, and we were all hanging heavy.
Yeah.
At that era.
Yep.
92, 93-ish.
Yes.
We were hanging heavy. When I say I hate her politics, I just kind of back to the discussion of the Facebook. She ODs. It's not that I hate her politics, meaning I don't agree with them.
Do you follow her Facebook thing?
No, because
now it's completely different. She's gone.
No, I've heard she's gone, and then that ruins things for me.
Yeah.
So I go, I'm just going to listen to the Emperor's New Clothes.
She's a fucking train wreck.
Yeah, and that info has trickled down to me, and I kind of don't want to see that. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, that totally makes
it's
sense.
bad. It's not.
Yeah, and you're
enjoy
further letting me know not to. Like I'm not.
Absolutely.
Most people go like, "Oh, now I'm gonna go check that." I'm not.
I've been following
It's
it.
not good.
She's fucking
The Lion and the Cobra.
Pablo Walter White.
Who?
Heisenberg style. Ain't nobody ever heard of you.
I didn't hear what you said.
Walter White.
I am the one who knocks.
Thank you, Vin. Walter White.
Yeah, I mean, there's shit.
Too many.
Visited his house.
Yes, you did. Nice.
You did the tour?
No, I just fucking stood in front of it and was like, "Take a picture of me here," while the lady yelled, "Don't throw a pizza on the top of the gimmick."
Oh, that was my fucking pizza on the roof.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was
my
actually
day.
going to say it if no one else did.
Lay Mick.
Fronted at first, now a favorite.
Good.
So, but P.S. Same here. Took me 5 years.
Yeah,
I slept.
Yeah, I didn't watch it until it was long
It's
done.
on AMC. This shit's corny. And
Yeah.
I
No shit.
actually
Cousin
watched
Frank?
it and I was like,
Same here.
Moving all white all night.
No.
I like what he's bringing.
So do I. Madness.
One of the best all time.
Thank you.
Our house.
Madness.
Whoa.
6. Our house.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm the one that's taking the heat. That's more than he doesn't.
I
get
always
critiqued.
do. My rule is 6. That's why it should be.
Since when?
That's not the rule.
I don't.
I got my own rules. Both the rules. OG Pablo.
Wow. I popped a little
You
bit.
popped
for
him
that.
now.
I.
Mini
He
pop.
popped.
Mini pop.
Asshole.
Scott. Madness.
That's a
Fake ass.
Are you making fun of my super password voice?
Now you really have to ask me because I won't respond to that.
Damn you,
Scott
Michelle.
Stallone, Madness.
Yes. One step beyond.
Vinnie Paz.
Oi.
Was that 5 of them? I lost count.
Yes, it was.
Love them. Not as much as the specials.
Yeah, well, that goes without saying. Mick.
No, did you say?
not, all right, I'm going to simplify what
Thanks.
OG had to say.
Thank you.
Not the specials.
Yep.
Frank.
Don't know anything about
You
it.
know, our house in the middle of our street.
Love that.
There you go.
Again, we
I'd
would
love
play
to.
that right now, but the,
Yeah, but the man.
the fucking
Don't
government's on
watch
our
that.
back. Police on our back.
This is like the best game ever, dude, bro.
Pablo. Descendants. I know what he wants to say, too.
I want to say a lot of things,
Yeah.
but
You know what? I just
You know,
realized what he
right?
wants to say.
Soul Milo at City Gardens.
Okay.
Almost indifferent this stage.
Pazzy.
Get it, but don't care.
G.
They're fine at best.
Mick.
One of the worst punk bands.
Oh.
Nah, man.
Frank.
Not.
Don't know anything about.
All right. I'm going to say everything sucks. Pablo Madonna.
Love her serious stuff.
What is that?
Is there
No.
serious
If I can interject, if you will all agree,
please do.
I'm not going to whoa. Can we allow him to build off that? Because or no?
Are we all curious? Does anyone know what he means?
No,
Okay.
that's why.
If we each give a single whoa,
I think you're losing blood. Is making your brain crazy.
We're gonna check with the judges on that.
Check with the judges.
Judges, the judges say they are calling a whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I want to hear what this
Judges
means because
go ahead.
I think I
I'm
agree
looking,
with him.
What is
and I
her
don't know what he means
serious
exactly.
stuff?
I'm looking for the one album. Fuck, man.
I know the exact album you're talking
so do I.
about, by the way, because
It's like a prayer.
no, I'm talking about the
That
one in like
rules.
90.
Ray of Light.
Yes.
That's great.
I don't think that it is, but that's the one I'm thinking
Yeah,
of.
no, I really thought
It's
that
like
was great at the time.
97-ish, 98 maybe.
Yeah.
How is that I don't understand what the distinction is. How is that different from her other
I
music?
know what it means. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. The answer.
Okay.
No, I'm not being condescending. You think you're so much smarter than everyone. It ain't serious.
I think it was when she.
It's not dance music. It's like her attempt at being an artiste.
Yeah,
not
when
an artist.
Was that when she covered
moved to
the American
London?
Pie song?
No, that was after.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't remember any of this.
She's a jerk.
Well, I can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was when she first moved to London, and she was really like
And she
submersing
adopted
herself.
the accent.
Absolutely.
Hello.
But she surrounded herself with like the relevant producers of the time.
Correct.
So
and
is
it
it my
was
turn?
like
Yeah.
it was like ambient and trance and jungle and sad themes. Pablo, what are you doing over there, man?
I was
trying to find the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
My five
it's-
words are Ray of Light, William Orbit.
All right.
liked the early dance songs.
G?
Love everything up until
That'd be a one-word title.
like a prayer.
Mick?
Reservoir Dogs opening scene.
Yeah.
His favorite.
Frank?
Stop playing with my heart.
I would love to, but you're so handsome.
Is that a song?
Borderline.
No idea.
Oh, yeah.
Borderline. Seems like I'm going to lose. That's the song I'm bigging up.
Nile Rodgers.
Fucking hater.
When she was scared doing this dance gimmicks, and it was almost a little influenced by freestyle.
Yeah.
I liked all them
Yeah,
songs.
I like all the early stuff.
I'll say
None of the other stuff.
not much grooming for Penthouse.
I will say she's a fucking jerk off as a human being.
Oh, please.
She's like the female Bono.
Yeah, go one.
That's good. And now she's totally insufferable.
Pablo, The Wire.
Never saw it too wordy.
Terrible. Stallone, The Wire.
One of the best ever.
Pazzy, The Wire.
Never saw it, won't watch.
Gavin.
Best series I've ever seen.
Amen. Mick.
Classic TV.
All right.
I don't know anything.
Never watched The Wire. All right. Pablo, The Exploited.
Balmy on me.
Thank
Exploit
you.
it.
Stallone.
Who did the artwork?
Oh, fuck.
Who the
Don't
fuck
look
is-
to me.
I don't
Josh. Hooked me up.
Oh,
Is all I'm
yeah,
gonna say.
that's right. That's right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm good.
Josh Hurst.
Yes.
Pazzy.
Let's start a war, say Maggie, one day.
Thank you. Gavin.
He's going to say something waddy. I know it. I can see the war.
Waddy was nice too, sicko.
Thank you. Mick.
Hate the metal stuff.
Good enough.
Yeah, I like that.
Cousin Frank, you know The Exploited?
Fully charged Mohawk.
Okay.
Okay, cousin Flip.
Nice. Pablo, The Ramones.
Got to see them at City Gardens.
Stallone, The Ramones.
Part of my DNA.
Pazzy.
Best punk band ever.
Gavin.
Second best punk band ever. Go ahead. That's what the answer is. You know it.
I don't want to go down the basement.
There's something down there. Oh, yeah.
Masters of the Three Chord.
Frank.
I don't know anything.
The bottom.
You know lots of Ramones songs.
Just
that they
say, what
played.
did they vote?
I know the Ramones, but I don't know enough about them.
Pablo, the Talking Heads.
I don't have 5 words. I just have this.
Yo, I was somehow going to try to do that. So I'm not going to say you stole it because you beat me to it.
Sicko, let the record show what I did.
We will put up the video.
He did that.
He did the gimmick from the gimmick.
I chopped the arm all the way down like in the video.
Stallone, the Talking Heads.
I think it's the. Sorry, I'm starting again. First 3 records. Borderline genius.
All right, Pazzy, Talking Heads.
David Byrne is a genius.
Gavin.
This ain't no party.
Mick.
This ain't no disco.
But not a fan, but respect.
Okay.
Psycho Killer.
Nice.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Talking about yourself?
Pablo. Allen Iverson.
Give no respect to.
Whoa, and that too.
Whoa.
Explain yourself right now.
Explain that shit.
The game is on hold.
He's cocky. I hate cocky athletes.
He got that white thing going
let me tell you
on.
something.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go.
Never showed up to practice, which ruins the way the team fucking plays.
Talking about practice.
He's gonna blow the whole.
It's not a game, it's
Everybody's gonna say.
practice.
The rest of the team didn't know how to fucking play around him. He was fucking one man show.
fucking carried them along.
He didn't have to. The whole other team could have helped out.
That team sucked moosecock. He was surrounded by fucking people like you and Sicko and took him to the fucking promised land.
Didn't win because of his ego. Didn't win. Let the fucking championship fall right on the floor, man.
Can I add?
Please do.
No, I'm not going at him. I just want to add to the listeners. Pablo ain't a sports fan. He doesn't know anything about basketball.
That is true.
Agreed.
He doesn't. I mean anything.
Basketball least at all.
So I'm not saying I'm going to let that live. I'm just going to say when your head's exploding that you're hearing this, he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
But
I don't mean if he thinks he's cocky, I believe that. But the other shit about helping people win, no, that's totally wrong.
Does he have a ring?
I don't know a fucking
Does
thing.
Dan Marino have a ring?
Laces out, Marino.
He don't even know who that is.
He knows who Dan Marino is. Gavin knows who Dan Marino is. Gavin never watched a sport in his life. Gavin never watched a sport in his life, and he's an Iverson mark.
I even know Dan Marino's number, and I don't watch sports.
Because Gavin likes assholes.
He's got a point.
Stallone. Allen Iverson.
So many things to say. Like Jordan, so much fun to watch. Sorry, it's not 5.
Bro, you've never broken the rule.
Pazzy.
Best little man of all time.
G.
Cuts a brilliant promo.
Mick.
One of my favorite basketball players.
Yeah.
Friz.
Friz, you met him a bunch of times when you...
Palmer Club.
Yeah.
Maserati. Beanie. Me.
Rock on. And I'm going to say on my own.
I could say A+, because I used to see him come out after the games.
When there were times when Pablo and I would go to Repo, the one
South Street or Ardmore?
main line.
Main line, yeah.
Yeah, and I would see him a lot. Not in the Repo records. I wouldn't even point it out to you because you weren't a sports fan, but he was.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
He always was in the Bent or the Rolls.
Yes,
out there. He lived out that way, but I wasn't like Pablo. That's because you didn't care.
Nah.
That team. Wow, man, memories of that guy. The heart that fucking guy has. They listed him at 6 foot. He was smaller than 6 foot. I've been in his presence. He's around my height.
Yeah.
He would go to the rack against the biggest center in the fucking league with no fear. That guy's got no fucking fear, man.
I'm gonna say because I'm like I'm not a sports dude at all, but like that's a dude that transcends sports, especially if you grew up in this town. Like
Iverson on a smaller level. I'm never comparing. A smaller level is like Tyson. He transcended the sport.
Exactly.
Everybody knew. Yeah, everybody
And he's
was
a
watching.
fucking G.
Everybody was watching Mike. Yeah, dog. He was carrying guns while he was winning MVP.
Yeah, he was
What does Frost say? Our point guard to pull the strap
even on
out.
star point guard pulling straps out.
He really, to me, I feel like he really brought hip hop culture.
He brought hip hop culture to the
level.
next level.
Yeah.
Jordan and Tyson brought it to a small degree because Tyson was coming out to Welcome to the Terror Dome. You know what I'm saying? And Jordan never, as a person, embraced it, but hip hop embraced him.
Yeah.
You know, they were hip hop's first stars.
Yeah.
And then Iverson was like, oh, word? I got cornrows. I'm wearing my shit 3 times bigger than everybody else, which now doesn't
Inked
look
up,
cool.
right.
Inked up,
Of course,
cornrows,
yeah.
rapped. He rapped. He ran with goons, which got him in trouble. Wasn't the smartest dude when he was younger. But these are all things that we all did stupid.
And that was his people that he stuck up for.
And when that dude came back to this city, and just thinking of this chokes me up, when he came back in his 30s and he cried at that press conference, bro.
Yep.
Like, I'll never forget that he did that. I'll never forget that he was bawling, crying, that we took him back. And when he walked out for his first game, he kneeled in the center and kissed the logo.
Yep.
Dog. So how could you... That's why Pablo's an asshole, man. Like,
And that's why Pablo's an asshole.
Because he's a worker. He worked that. He don't give a fuck. Sicko's got more money than him right now.
You're working now.
You're
Shut
working
up.
now.
I
You're
can't care. I
Next.
could care less.
Do you want to switch?
Let's confident to go this direction? All right. The metal band Exodus. See, I didn't think you were going to be here this week.
On iPod, Paz gave me.
Okay. Yo, Mick. Exodus.
Fantastic metal band. Not one of my favorites.
All right. Gavin.
Lesson in violence.
Yes.
Paul fucking Bailoff.
Stallone.
Ill Bill schooled me.
Okay.
Bizarre Hammers wearing their shirts.
Bonded by blood shirt.
And I'm going to say bonded by blood.
What up,
Every
Bill?
cretin. What up, Bill? What up, Howie?
Here you go, Friz. Nirvana.
One of Paz's favorites.
Okay. Mick.
Loved when I... Oh, man, I could go on.
Yeah,
see, man, that's the game.
thing. 5 words, baby. 5 words.
Damn.
Gavin, Nirvana.
They are fine.
They
I
are
think
pleasant.
he's the best part of the show. That doesn't count as one.
Vinny. Nirvana.
Well, because it's known how I feel about them as a band, I'm trying to think of a creative way to say some real dark shit. Respect for blowing your head off.
Okay. Stallone. Nirvana.
They can live, but they're.
He can't live.
He can't live.
So I changed
That would have
it.
been great.
But I guess I can go on record saying one of my favorites.
Didn't know that.
Go ahead, Jake.
Oh, wait.
See him?
Yep.
I don't like it. I don't like
Come
you
on.
going last.
Just do it.
Sip and drink, penny royalty.
Wow.
Just to fucking shrill
He
everybody
went
out there.
like deep album cut.
I actually have one now.
Go ahead.
Blame Cobain for Foo Fighters.
Damn. I got no heat with the Foo.
No, you have he with Grohl?
I don't have heat with Grohl. I have
Loves
heat-
punk rock, loves metal, bigs it up.
Yeah, have a big respect for him. Like he was, I watched the Lemmy Memorial, and it was really touching at the end. What he did, his whole thing, he like broke down and shit. I don't know if you guys saw it.
We already have heat. Let's move it on to the band. There's a song called Grohl now.
And I'm just gonna say for Nirvana, I'm gonna say Blue Eyes. One blew that way, one blew that way.
Wow.
All right.
That is fuck.
I couldn't resist.
Wow.
That's fuck.
I mean, I kind of popped.
Sicko, your punishments
I
are
wanna say
becoming less.
I just cracked myself
I'm
up.
saying that's not funny while I'm laughing. So, like, how can...
I love it. All right, cousin Frank. Up next is George Costanza.
Never watched Seinfeld.
You suck. What? Mick. George Costanza.
I think Mick's answer to that wants to be my head's going to explode because we're on Seinfeld marks.
Larry David.
Fuck.
Larry David.
Fuck.
Gavin, you're up. Costanza.
The Jerk Store.
Nice. Costanza.
Best sitcom character ever.
Got it. Stallone.
Emptied my big fat wallet.
Go ahead, Jiggy.
You're bald.
And I'm just going to say,
That's what I was going to say.
all right, Cousin Frank, Bob Marley. 5 words or less.
Love him.
Good for you. Mick.
Politics and music influenced me greatly.
Gavin.
Genius like Tosh Moore.
Nice.
I knew you were going to say it.
Pazzy.
Brilliant, but there's better reggae artists.
Stallone.
Major influence.
All right.
I ain't mad.
Pablo.
Rastafari.
I love it. I love what he's saying.
I love when his answers are songs.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a sense of tone.
None.
Like it sounds like
Tone
Edgar
gets
singing.
worse every song.
Cousin Frank. Gangstar.
Tons of guns.
All right. Mick.
Moment of truth.
Okay. Gav.
I don't know enough to say.
All right. Pazzy.
Best rap duo ever.
Nice.
I was going to say favorite rap group ever.
Nice.
Yeah, top 3 best rap group ever.
Rock on. Cousin Frank. The Reverend Al Green.
Kissed Aunt Stella at Penn's Landing.
Winner. What? Wins.
Winner, chicken
Do
dinner.
you remember back in the? This is way back in the day. They used to have those free concerts at Penn's Landing.
Yeah.
She said she saw him and she told me the story. And she's like, "You should have seen all his rings and jewelry."
He put that work on Aunt Stella.
He came right over to me and my friend Christy and kissed us both on the cheeks. One of the coolest stories she ever
I'll
told.
take that all day.
Al Green.
Mick. Al Green.
Fantastic, huge mark.
All right. Gavin.
Tired of being alone.
Nice.
Fuck.
Pazzy.
Top 5 soul singers ever.
Stallone.
1 and 2 with Otis Redding.
Okay.
I was going to say something like that. I was going to say number 2 only to Otis.
I
and
got nothing.
Nothing?
I got nothing.
I can't.
I want to, whoa, you got nothing on Al Green and don't like Allen Iverson. Do you know what kind of fucking jerk off you got to be?
I just don't know song names and shit like that. That's why.
For Al Green, I must say I'm a little disappointed that not one of you said grits.
Look, man.
I know. Take it easy.
Yeah, settle the fuck down.
You've had like a week to think of something.
Come on, Bull. First thing that comes to mind with Al Green.
Dirt din dun dun. Daldine.
The first thing that comes to mind for me with Al Green is the scene in Dead Presidents when the dude's dead in the chair
that's
and he's
heavy.
watching Al Green on American Bandstand Soul Train.
That's more than 5 words.
Cousin Frank. Phil Spector.
Al Pacino.
Fuck. Mick's going to take mine. Fuck.
Mick.
I don't think I am. Huge douchebag.
Okay.
Pulled gun on Ramones.
Nice. Pazzy. Phil Spector.
Wall of sound.
Okay. Stallone.
Scary little genius.
Pulled guns on everyone.
Pretty much.
I can't really argue with that.
Can't really shoot.
Yeah. Cousin Frank. Iceberg Slim.
The Archbishop Don Magic Wand.
Okay.
No comment.
All right. Gavin, Iceberg.
Soul on Ice.
Okay. Pazzy.
Never cared either way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get it.
Okay.
That can work too if you want me to give you another 5 one. It's not at them together. Either never cared either way or don't get it.
Okay.
So you take one, I'll take the other. Move on.
Pimps up, hose down.
Thank you. Cousin Frank, the Smashing Pumpkins.
Sold James Eha, Mark Jacobs.
Like that.
No idea what any of that means.
I worked.
That's
I
the
worked at
guy who
Jacobs.
plays in the band. He sold him
a jacket.
He was like my client. He just came in and bought all collection,
Oh,
jackets, shoes.
Is that the one that OD'd and died?
He's the
Asian Chino.
one, no.
The drummer OD'd and died.
Ah, is
He
that what it
tapped.
is? It's the only thing I know about them. Mick.
Curious to hear this.
I want to smash Billy Corgan's head like a pumpkin.
We'll take it. He's a guest. He gets more than 5.
He gets whatever he wants.
Gavin.
Fuck every note they played.
Thank you. Vinny.
Fucking blow. But he's a wrestling mark.
Stallone. The Pumpkins.
I have a big muff too. You're not going to understand what the fuck that means. But
I do, but I put that more on Mudhoney than I would
It's
on
basically
them.
any guitar, his Strat, through a fucking big muff.
Okay.
If anybody speaks ill of Mudhoney on the show, they're fighting me in the hallway. Mark on
Pablo.
rules.
Alternative douchebag crossover era.
Nice.
Nice. I like
And if
that.
I can add to that, shit sandwich.
It didn't say that.
Yo, speaking of Mudhoney, have you heard them cover Motorhead Over the Top?
Yes.
Fucking awesome.
I'm supreme Mudhoney Mark. Mark on Mark. When in '88, when everyone would only listen to hardcore, I had Mudhoney 7 inches and everyone yelled at me.
They had a stigmata on for me because the person.
A stigmata?
Yeah, that too. A
Wait, did
stigma.
you just
I
Pablo
did.
this?
I did Pablo.
Mr. Words?
I did.
Mr. Words?
He did.
When he said
Write that
Sicko, write that down.
I
had
thought
a
you were
stigmata
really going
on
with
me.
stigmata, and I was like, this is going to be some usage I've
Let me
never
tell
heard
you
before.
something. Let me tell you something. When he said that, I swear none of you are going to believe me. It happened in slow mo. I was like this.
The writer.
Because this fucking writer, I'm smarter than everyone, asshole, just said when the stigmata was on me. I was like this.
We got 3 more.
No, hold on. The stigma. Let's go. The gimmick.
Oh, the person that I first ever heard the name Mudhoney from is one of the biggest jerk-offs we ever grew up with. So I'm like, there's no way that band's good. And I didn't listen to him for like 4 years.
Is it the person you have real heat with?
Yes, because that's who I heard it from.
I hipped him.
Yeah.
And he's the one who said, this is whack. This is whack. We only listen to hardcore around here. No.
That's who I-
The one he's thinking.
I don't know.
The first time I heard them, they were together. The
I
two
can't
people.
think of who
Sicko
you're
wrote a
talking
name
about.
on a pad and held it up in the room.
Oh.
I brought the 7-inch to the house. Pablo was one of the people that mocked me because I was playing Sub Pop shit then. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that makes me cool. I'm just saying that
Nah.
I was aware. I was listening to Tad. I was listening to that shit along with everything else. And I got this shit is gay, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
Same with the shit from Bleach and the 7.
Yeah.
So
that person that I wrote down was the
Yeah.
one who I associated that band with more than anybody.
that person tapped, right?
Nah.
His brother did.
Okay.
All right, so next up, Cousin Frank, Venom, metal band.
Bought a T-shirt at Rock and Roll Plus.
Good for you. Mick.
One of No Stayer's biggest influences.
Jeez.
See how you're doing my gimmick. If you rush him, it sounds like 5 words.
It sounds like.
He's going to take mine. I fucking know it, man. Fuck.
I'm not.
How do you wait? First
because
off,
what I'm going to say, you ain't going to say. That's how I know. Hate all metal, love Venom.
Pazzy.
Wow, man, fucking wild.
I gave it to you.
You did.
Yeah, I know.
Stallone. Venom.
On the drive, Paz gave me.
Nice.
Our boy rocked that shirt every day.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm talking about.
He did. Mine would be lay down your soul to the gods rock and roll.
That's
whoa.
5
I'm the
words.
quiz master. I don't adhere to rules.
You'll fucking adhere to me going upside that fucking giant fucking
I'm the stigmata master.
Cousin Frank.
Bulbous.
I like
Johnny Marr.
too.
Don't know anything.
All right, fair enough.
Uh-oh.
Mick.
Fuck the Smiths.
Whoa! Can we kick him
I
out?
got a whoa. Really?
He whoa-who'd you. Lean
You know
in.
what? You
Lean
know what?
in.
It has nothing to do with Johnny Marr. It's the fact that he was in a band with that piece of shit Pussy Morrissey. I can't.
That's a
stand
double
that
whoa,
fucker.
whoa, whoa.
Now we should
And you know
whoa that.
That's
And you
a
know what?
triple whoa.
When David Bowie died, rest his soul, the best Mimi I saw.
See, it's catching on.
It
I
should have been
call it a
Morrissey
meme.
gimmick.
The best one
I know it's a
saw
meme.
was
I call it a
picture
meme.
Of Maz and David Bowie next to each other.
I'm looking
and
for
it
something to
said
throw at
it
you.
should have been Maz.
Can't throw it under me.
So yeah, I hate the fucking Smiths.
I'm no selling him
Johnny
from the here
Marr.
out.
Okay, he's
No
decent-
sold.
Are you
decent
not in touch with
guitar
your sensitive side?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in touch with my sensitive side, but not with the fucking Smiths. Smiths ain't sensitive.
Gavin.
Maz doesn't want to have sex. He's a fucking clown.
Johnny Marr.
He is a bit of a clown. How soon is now?
Pazzy. Johnny Marr.
Favorite non-metal guitar player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scott Stallone. Johnny Marr.
Well, yeah, no. I'm trying to get this in 5 words. What first caught me? Smiths.
I knew what I actually knew what it meant.
About-
You're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
he's the first thing that.
Yeah, I fucking
Pablo. The Johnny Marr.
No selling him singing Smiths.
Really? You got a problem with that?
Yeah, Morrissey sings Smiths.
Plus.
Pablo's got opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He thinks he's got opinions.
I would love to.
I'm going to say for Johnny Marr,
What?
my favorite guitarist after Hendrix.
I hate
Greatest guitarist after Hendrix.
That's saying a lot, but I
I
get
go
it.
about
I get
things
it.
the wrong way.
Want to switch the order one quick time?
Please.
Paz said he wanted to go first.
Yeah,
At the
because
beginning of the
fucking
drink.
Pablo thinks that
Box cutter Pazzy got it.
You want to go first?
There's 2
Call him out,
left.
sicko. Whoever to whoever. Just fucking tell.
We doing that?
Name the person. It's fucking anarchy.
no, because we got to go left or
Yeah.
right.
Why? Let him call him out.
It'll take too long. It'll,
Yeah,
add,
and then
it'll
we'll-
add time to
and
each
we'll
gimmick.
lose
This is the last
Please.
one now. I thought you said.
One more after this.
Oh, Jesus.
2
Why are we
more.
even switching around?
Yeah,
then?
right.
All right, whatever.
Spit it out.
Do what you
Frank.
want, Steve.
Oh.
Jeez.
Troy McClure.
Don't know anything.
Mick. Troy McClure.
What cousin Friz said.
Jeez.
Damn. Gavin. Troy McClure.
You might know me from ...
Yeah, Gavin took it. I don't know if there's anything else. Married Selma.
Troy McClure. Scott Stallone.
Please help me. Who?
Troy McClure.
Simpsons?
Simpsons,
You may remember me from
such films as.
such films as.
All right. Well,
Pablo, anything?
You got to say what you got to say. There's only 2 words left.
What?
Dr. Zay's. Dr. Zay's.
I was going to say Gladys the Groovy.
It was
Mule.
All right, so
Oh, it's
nobody. I thought everyone was going to take it.
Nah.
Phil Hartman.
Nah.
wow.
All right, last
Good.
one, and we're going to wrap it
Oh,
up.
Dr. Zayas.
Cousin Frank. What comes to mind when I say Lenny Bruce?
Don't know anything.
Mick?
Forefather of comedy.
Gavin. Lenny Bruce.
Counterculture. I don't know.
He said it like he's mad at
Yeah,
it.
you're
Like,
mad.
I blanked out. All I thought it was counterculture. I blanked out. I don't know. I feel like I should have had more to say.
Smarter than he was funny.
Yes. That's absolutely excellent.
Perfect. First dark comedian I'm aware of.
I'm not mad at that.
Not at all.
Addict, Play Blue, Public Enemy.
What the fuck?
Explain.
He was an addict, right? He was a drug addict, right?
Enemy, like
he was a public enemy. The government was after him.
Sorry. Honestly, bro, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like PA.
That's the first thing I thought.
Did they sample him on?
Yeah, Flavor Flav opened up for him.
All right, see, I tried to show love, and you acting like an ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes another wonderful round of word association.
Definitely can't call it rapid fire.
No, not rapid.
Yeah, so we're close to wrapping up. We'll take a real quick break. Come back, close things out. You're listening to Broad Street Breakdown, right? Is that what they're listening to?
I think so.
Unless we're another show all of a sudden.
No, that's it.
Yeah, Gimmick Gang. Hashtag Gimmick Gang.
I'd like to.
We'll be right back.
Hey, yo, what up? It's Danny Boy, House of Pain, La Coca Nostra, and you listen to my man Vinnie Paz on the Broad Street Breakdown. Special shout out to my man Dave the Hammer Schultz, okay?
We are now recording the podcast.
I knew that was coming.
Paging Mr. Herman. Paging Mr. Herman.
Do you remember when I did it in the airport?
Yeah, I remember we used to call a different name in every airport we went to.
Could you please page PW Herman?
He called down when we were on tour. There was a little gimmick at the hotel where there was like a little lake, and there were like ducks in it. And he called the front desk and asked if the ducks, if they were complimentary. The lady was like, like to play with? Yeah, you could feed. She was like, yeah, just you could feed them, but not. He's like, no, are they complimentary? Can they come with us? Then he called me like, hello, how you doing? This is Leonard Squigman from Squigman and Squigman Law Offices. Could you send up some more pillows and blankets? I sure like to be snug at night. And I was like, yo, man, you're going to get us kicked out of here.
You don't care.
No.
You don't care.
They just have to.
Yeah.
Quest's face at the airport was priceless when they paged Pee Wee Herman over the intercom.
When they paged P.W. Herman, yeah.
The wacky hijigs.
So P. Jiggy.
Yep.
Over there?
One of our favorite moments on the show.
Pablo's reading of the mail.
Yes.
The mailbag, the email.
We're big
we don't
fans.
have a jingle for that, so
Not
I guess
yet.
I'll just get right into it.
This is
Well,
the
now you're grumpy. So
we get letters, lots of letters.
All right, so we started off right with our boy Correct. A little fire under his ass, and now he's got a question for Pablo.
Of course he does.
So Pablo, when you go cottaging, would you rather shrimp or trade jakes?
Oh man!
So I kind of know what some of these mean, but not all. So first was cottaging, so I had to go to Urban Dictionary for that one. And that is a discreet act of buggery performed in a toilet cubicle. Often
Buggery?
I think you went to British Dictionary.
Often anonymous. Which would definitely be right up my alley.
In America, we call that the George Michael.
Right. So when I'm in a fucking rest stop toilet, I guess,
On the
would I rather
Jersey
shrimp or
Turnpike.
trade jakes?
Right. Well,
So Paz,
What's trading jakes?
I know
You gotta.
Well, what's shrimp?
all right.
Boogery.
Look.
You went
From
to
what you've
Urban
heard.
Dictionary of the
Yeah.
past.
This is just information that's been passed down. It's like I like Aleister Crowley, but I don't like all the shit he did. So it's just knowledge passed down. I don't know nothing about this, but I'll tell you all about it.
Seem to know a bit.
No, I'm just look, man. I'm in the streets.
Nobody else in this room knows what it is.
I'm in the
Somebody
streets.
once told me.
I'm in the streets. I heard that shrimping is when
ain't easy. Shrimping ain't.
Shrimping ain't anything goes when it comes to hoes because shrimping ain't.
He said boogery.
I heard shrimping is when a dude's doing his gimmick to another dude, and the dude takes a straw and sucks out his gimmick.
Okay.
Wow. Or trading Jakes.
Now, here we're getting into something a little more complicated. Now,
see what had happened.
What had happened was now a Jake trade. A Jake trade is when one particular person of a sexual persuasion that I'm not a part of, he does a headstand, right?
Jesus,
what the fuck?
Headstand,
and he opens up. And he happens to spread his butthole open.
Happens to. It happens.
Now the other guy gets on a gimmick that's higher than him.
Oh, come
like
on.
like a chair that's
You're
high.
making this up.
Go ahead.
I mean, if you want me to stop.
This is a lot of effort.
So I got my man doing the headstand.
Yeah.
I got my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got his butthole open. Now this other guy goes on a like a chair that's more higher than that.
He's got his butthole open,
and he takes a poop into the dude's open butthole.
Oh no!
Wow, whiz.
They traded Jakes.
All right then.
I would so if I was cottaging with correct, I probably would trade Jakes with him. But I'm on top.
Please read the sentence again that has boogery in it. Just one more time.
So cottaging is discrete acts of boogery performed in a toilet cubicle.
Not boogery.
Oh my god! I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack, man.
And then the example sentence is, Ross and Howard were cottaging in the downstairs bog the other day. I wasn't shocked to find them at it, though. I suspected them all along.
Oh,
wow.
God.
Tomfoolery was a happening.
Now,
Thank you, correct.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Correct. What up,
That
kid?
fucking family line's fucked up, man.
They are.
All right, this next was for the OG
Oh boy.
from James Welch.
Oh,
He's a big fan of the show. He's thinking about coming to Philly in 9 months. He wanted to get a tat.
Okay.
But he wants to get a Green Bay Packers tattoo and said, would it be over the line
No.
to come to Philly to get a Green Bay tattoo?
No, not at all.
No.
You don't give a fuck.
I could not give a fuck about the Philadelphia teams, the Green Bay teams, the fucking whatever teams.
The shrimping teams.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Come and
thing
have
is,
at it.
we have the Philadelphia Jake traders,
The boogery boys.
the Philly boogery boys, and the shrimp in South Philly.
And the tomfoolery titans.
All right, this one's for Friz and Vin
Okay.
from a boy named Grand Noble. You mentioned Chrome Hearts in one episode, and I jumped up because no one knows about Chrome Hearts, and I work at the factory. Do you have any good Chrome Heart story?
Well, Frank has tons of them. Frank gave me, before I let him talk, Frank gave me a Chrome Hearts piece because he's my brother in 07. And that's all I'm...
Is this jewelry or gear?
It was. I believe it was that keychain that my mom has. Now, it was like a $400 keychain or something that my mom rocks.
Yeah.
Frank is a huge Chrome Hearts mark. I'm not because of stylistically it looks weird on me. But Frank goes in, so you build on. But this dude works the factory. That's
the
kinda
factory
ill.
in L.A., I'm guessing.
Yes.
What's the guy's name?
Grand Noble.
Grand Noble.
He's got a real name.
So
but
then
this
if
is-
he works at the factory, he knows my dear closest friend that is a girl, Stephanie Reynolds, who is a huge bigwig at the company. Anything about Chrome Hearts, I could tell you. Everything. If I ever got my kitchen cabinets redone, they would be Chrome Hearts ebony wood, and I would have them come and measure them and do them. But
And that would be probably a couple $100,000.
I'm the biggest guy. I love Chrome Hearts. It's my favorite
I will
thing in the world.
smack him up on that. He's a super mark.
Love it. Not a lot of people know about it.
Word
I
up.
have
They
no
don't.
idea
They
what
do.
you're talking about.
They do
So-
zero advertising. They don't advertise.
Like every historically, whether it's a guitar brand, whether it's anything of super high caliber, they don't feel the need to do advertising.
No.
I've talked about that when it comes to anything from Panerai So you, Frank, you and I saw. Do you see tons of Rolls Royce commercials? I bet you've never seen a Rolls Royce commercial.
Never.
Like Tiffany never goes on sale. Never advertises.
Because they will
Never goes on sale.
I never saw a Panerai commercial in my life. Because things of beauty, even guitars, it'll just sell itself strictly based off that.
Yep.
All right, last question for the crew from our boy Boof Radley. He says,
Boof Radley instead of I like
he
that.
wants to thank us for reading his email, and he said he wasn't going to write again, but then we went and dissed his fucking man, Bruce Springsteen. Being from Jersey, I have a special love for him and his loyalty to the area. Why do you guys not like him? His music is timeless and gives a voice to the blue-collar American.
Now, hold on.
I like Springsteen.
Yeah.
I put him over, man.
Gavin put him over.
does.
I
did
Springsteen.
too. I said the first record was fucking great.
Can you say his name again real quick?
Boof Radley.
Boof, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 6 of us in the room, and not everybody shit on him. I did.
Me too.
Frank,
So
I don't think you hate him.
No, I got no problem with him.
So you basically got a split room.
Yeah.
So the
And then
question is for
Gavin's
you
starting
guys.
to put me. Now I like a couple songs.
That's right. I remember you going back and saying, "Now I like this song too."
No, because of you. Because you were like, "Yo, but you don't like blah blah blah," and I was like, "I think I do."
Yeah. Well.
So, yo, Boof, I don't know. I will quote Dave Grohl. If he's the boss, who are his customers?
I have no use for him whatsoever.
Fuck that. Fuck Dave Grohl if he said that.
Yo!
Shit. You heard me. Fuck that.
You heard me.
Dave Grohl put out 6 fucking shitty Foo Fighters records. He's gonna try and shit on the boss. That's fucking cheap heat, man.
Wow. Now Mick's agreeing with you.
I'm with Mick.
Hold on. First off, he was in Scream. First off, he did that fucking
I'm okay
documentary.
with that, but that's fucking
now
shit.
you're selling Grohl. That's a lie. You like him secretly.
No, secretly I have no heat with him. He's fine. But
he's punk rock. He's metal.
Yeah, but you go out there and say some bullshit about Springsteen. That's cheap heat, man. It's cheap heat for fucking Foo Fighters marks to be like, yeah, Dave, you fucking
What was the
rock
context?
guy.
What was the context?
He was being goofy, just like
goofy?
Yeah, but when he mocked the guy from fucking what's it called, Creed, that was hilarious though.
Agreed.
Creed, what did they sing again? I can't remember what that guy sounds like.
I just heard the news today.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Thank you.
Well, I'm wide open.
I like Springsteen more than Grohl. How about that?
How about this?
And that's
You
a
better
shoot.
fucking
That's
take
a shoot.
it down a notch.
That's a shoot.
This is a whole episode next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a shoot.
Because I got fucking gimmicks all day to prove you wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Me and you next week, pal.
It's on.
All right, then. Fair enough.
All right,
Fair enough.
Boof just opened up a can of worms on that one.
Good job, Boof.
Good job.
That's all we
Be
got for the
quiet,
mail.
sicko.
That's all we got for the mailbag.
That's it. All right.
Plenty more next week.
I hate Jersey and I hate fucking Springsteen.
Oh, I hate Jersey too. I'm with you on that.
So as we do every week, we do a little recommendations thing. A lot of heads who listen have bigged us up and said thanks for telling me about that, which is very cool. So Sicko, do you know yours?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just pick a different way
Whatever.
to go, and we'll tell everybody what we've been checking out. If this is their first time, recommendations isn't just music. It could be the album we're listening to. It could be you
new, it could be
describe it
old.
best every time.
It's whatever you're into at the moment. It could be something that's 20 years old. It could be something that's 20 minutes old. It's something you're wrapped up in right now. Book,
TV, book,
song,
right.
film,
video, fucking anything, man. Painting, fucking just something that you're into right now that you want to
Even
have
if it's
somebody
something
to.
that maybe like came out 20 years ago and you missed the first time and you're just discovering it now, like
or something that you liked 20 years ago and you haven't listened to since then, but you recently rediscovered.
Agreed.
Right. So am I going?
Yeah.
All right. So my pick this week is another documentary. And I actually found this completely by accident. I didn't know it existed. I was watching TV one night and it came on. I was watching Showtime. It's called Drunk, Stoned, Brilliant, Dead. It is the story of the National Lampoon.
I like that.
The franchise.
I
It
like
started
that.
with the magazine. Number one, it was really a fascinating documentary. If you know any of the history of National Lampoon, of course, they're probably best known for the movies they put out, vacation movies. Animal House was probably like their biggest hit. Even Caddyshack, which wasn't an official National Lampoon film.
Well, they essentially started linking all those people, and there were things that were National Lampoons that didn't have the stamp.
Exactly.
Because they linked those people.
Right, and it was written by all the people.
Yeah.
So it basically tells their whole story. It's really dope. Some great comedy minds came through there. In their time in the 70s, they were the ultimate in subversive literature. Their shit got banned.
Subversive.
Oh, I hate you so much. There's all kinds of great people that came out of there. My favorite was seeing Al Jean and Mike Reese, who, if you're a Simpsons head like me, those two guys have been running The Simpsons from its glory days through, I don't know how many, like dozens of seasons, literally. Some great, all the original Saturday Night Live cast came from National Lampoon, Chevy, Belushi, all those great people. It's a really well done documentary. It's very fascinating.
Say the name of it again.
It is called, I have to look at my phone, Drunk, Stoned, Brilliant, and Dead.
Love it.
Wow.
Love the idea.
It just came out.
I like to think that I'm hip to every documentary ever and never even know.
I didn't know anything about it. Like I said, I was flipping through the channels and it was just starting. I was like, all right, I'll watch this.
Channels? You have Showtime?
Yeah. Got Showtime, Show Enough. I would love to.
I'd love to.
I got
Cousin
every
Frank.
channel Comcast has.
Cousin Frank, let's go to you. We haven't talked to you in a few gimmicks.
My recommendation is Rock Marciano Reloaded.
Great record.
Yeah.
All right.
What up, Rock? Mick, you gotta lean in and give me your recommendation, buddy. This is my buddy Mick from No Stayer, one of my favorite bands. I'm a little bit mad that he changed the singer because I like his voice. It's nostayer.bandcamp.com, and we'd like to hear your recommendation this week.
Thanks for that, Vin.
Of course, pal.
My recommendation would be it's an author. I've been actually quite obsessed with him. His name's Thomas Ligotti.
The Paisan.
Yeah.
You like the Paisans, Mick? I think that a little bit.
Unfortunately, a lot of his work is pretty tough to get. Though Penguin Classics just re-released his first two books. He's a short story writer.
Are you familiar with this, the Sicko, as a writer?
Not at all.
He gets compared to H.P. Lovecraft and Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, I'm in.
And that probably would sound pretty heavy to most people. I mean, those are two pretty stout writers, but this guy's legit. He's fucked up. He writes fucked up shit. His prose is unbelievable. He has written some of the best sentences in the English language, in my humble opinion.
That's a
I've
bold.
ever read.
I'm in.
His themes deal with. They're called supernatural horror, but typically they deal with fatalism, nihilism. He's not. You really don't want to read him if you're in a
bad place.
A bad place, because he will push.
So that means I'm going to read him.
I live in a bad place.
I've been in a bad place since I was 11.
Write that down,
If
Sicko.
you're feeling a little unstable, it's
I've
not
been
the
in
thing
a bad
to-
place since I was 11.
He like I said, they just re-released his first two collections, Grimscribe and Songs of a Dead Dreamer, in one volume.
And say his name again, please.
Thomas Ligotti, and he doesn't really write a lot anymore.
Oh, he's alive.
Oh, he's alive still.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought this is some...
Hey, it's Tommy Ligotti.
Oh, it's Tommy
It's
Ligotti.
fucking,
hey, it's Tommy the Thumb.
Night to Morris.
You know Tommy the Thumb?
He, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, the last thing I want to say is his last book that he wrote was released in 2010. It was his first dabble into nonfiction, and the name of the book alone is fucking awesome. It's called The Conspiracy Against the Human Race.
I like this guy already.
His most recent piece of writing, I guess, was he reviewed the Pizza Hut, whatever it was, the like the cheese and the crust, like you break.
Yeah.
He reviewed
Not the
it,
deep
and
dish.
He makes it so creepy and so fucked up, you will never look at Pizza Hut again.
I'm interested in this guy.
The cheesy crust.
So his name's Thomas Ligotti. He's fantastic. If you want to get fucked up, read his shit.
Bet. Nice. OG, what you caught up in right now? Do I know? First off, do I know about it? Since we talk every day.
No, because I switched it 20 minutes ago.
Yes,
this is every week.
I love
every
when
week.
he does that.
Yep. 2 movies. Well, but I did see one of these things recently. So it's two things that go together. One's a movie, one's a documentary. Lords of Dogtown.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, because
I just
Jay
saw that
Adams
this weekend.
came up. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Lords of Dogtown and
Awesome.
Dogtown Z-Boys. Dogtown Z-Boys is the documentary. Lords of Dogtown is the movie.
Both are fucking
I'm not a skateboard guy, never was, but I like everything counterculture, and both brilliant things. The movie's brilliant. The documentary is even more brilliant.
So I saw the documentary, didn't see the movie because I felt that it couldn't.
In all honesty, I like the movie better.
Okay.
Even though the documentary's brilliant, I love the fucking movie.
Every week I try to check everything that everybody in here says. So
yeah, I love the movie. If you get an hour and a half, watch
and generally, I don't like I guess you would call it a biopic,
right?
But that was really good.
I don't like movies because I read books.
Yeah.
You like the movie
as much as the documentary. Yeah, the movie was great.
Those kids that played them in the movie were really good. The kid who played Jay Adams,
I was just gonna say that he was really fucking, and the dude that played Tony Alva was really good.
Yep. That's that.
That's that. I got 2 gimmicks just there real quick. First is the You Shoot with Vampiro. This is from Wrestling Marks, nobody else. That's why I'm giving another one after this. You Shoot is basically, how would you describe that, OG? Help me here.
Well, a shoot interview is an interview that is done with wrestlers and they're out of character and they're asked insider stuff. A you shoot is the same thing, but there's a host hosting the video.
Who's awesome.
Yeah. But a you shoot is the wrestler answers questions that are sent in from fans.
It's similar to our email gimmick.
Right.
So people write in and say, was it true that you stabbed blah, blah, blah in Mexico? The difference is these people are basically sworn to answer.
Right.
Like you can't be like, oh, no. If you sit down and
they're basically broken kayfabe. They're like,
there's no kayfabe. You sit there, but
a regular shoot interview usually goes through the career of the person who they're interviewing.
Yeah.
A you shoot is just random questions sent in that could be about anything from any time
Yo, Scott
period.
Stallone, is it true that when you did blah, blah, blah's vocals, he passed out and you signed on and got paid? You can't be like, no, I can't talk about that. Oh, wow. So Vampiro, he was 15, right? Around.
Yeah.
He was born in Canada, 15, went to Mexico, into the hood.
Well, he went to L.A. first and became a fucking complete degenerate, and then went to Mexico.
But he deals with that in here, and that's not so much. Some shit is muddy.
Oh, well,
it's a little bit more muddy than you think.
Well, the thing that I just heard about Vampiro is that the story changes every time he tells it.
I've heard that too, and someone asked him that in here.
Oh, nice.
Someone's like, yo, I thought you were there when this happened. He was like, good burger.
Yeah.
And because most of these people in these U-shoots drink the whole time.
Nice.
Which is why they end up being this brilliant. U-shoot Vampiro. Kayfabe Commentaries is who does it. KayfabeCommentaries.com. The reason I got so caught up in this, I've been a Vampiro mark forever. He's a punk rock dude. He's been punk rock since then. He's older than all of us. In the early 80s, he was punk rock wrestling in Mexico, in hoods, shanked, stabbed, learned He's fluent. He's so fluent that he now is the commentator of a Latino Mexican show.
Nice.
Wow. That's how fluent he is. He's a goon and he's batshit crazy. He stayed at Crowley's house in Sicily. He's done. He basically feels like
legitimately at times thinks he's a vampire.
Well, Sicko's the laughing like he thinks it's funny.
Oh no, he really does.
I'm gonna get Vampiro to kill him.
Yeah.
He thinks there's 2 spirits following him from a ritual that he didn't finish in Sicily.
Right.
There's some shit going on here. Sicko's nodding like he thinks it won't happen to him. Now I'm gonna make a spirit attack Sicko when he sleeps.
Right. So So Vampiro knows, me and Vinny, we're with you.
We're with you. When I say I'm with you, I'm with you.
Not so much.
It's a you shoot
so you come
Vampiro.
around.
KayfabeCommentaries.com. That's for the marks. There's a band that I've been into a lot lately. Mick, I'm curious if you know about them, even though you can't pontificate because we got to get out of here. They're called Whiskey Ritual. They're from Italy. They basically sound like late 70s proper UK punk rock in terms of sonically. Their whole image is Cretan, Venom, Satan, mutants, long hair, all of that. But they have a song called Henry Rollins, if you think they're not punk rock. They're Cretans. They make punk rock music, but somehow have been marketed towards the metalheads only because it's 4 dudes from Italy with long hair. Every song is fucking about Satan, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So that, I guess, is off-putting to... You know what I'm saying? If this is making any sense at all. The new record's called Blow with the Devil.
Okay. Okay.
They have 3 records... all combined very quickly. The new one's brand new, and the other one was like a year ago, and the other one was 2 years before that.
Right.
They're called Whiskey Ritual. They're mental case Italians. Again, I reiterate, it's punk rock with a touch of Venom, which were basically punk rock anyway, besides the content. So they're a proper UK punk rock band with metal content, if that doesn't bother you. You know what I'm saying? If you just ignore that, they're batshit crazy. They're called Whiskey Ritual. It's sloppy. It sounds like 78 to 82 production. It's grim. It's fucking hard as nails. And I love it. I love this fucking band. I think they're mentally ill. I've been listening to them a lot.
Rock on.
Cool.
Scott Stallone.
Yeah. So my recommendation is something you can probably have in the palm of your hand in about, 2 minutes. It's an app. And it's something that I just keep finding myself going to, and it's not obscure. It's the SNL app. But like,
whoa.
There's a Saturday Night Live app, and literally every season, except season 10, for some kind of fucking Lorne Michaels legal bullshit.
That's weird.
Every season is on there, and you can fucking search by.
So are you telling me I can get the David Spade shit on here?
I'm telling you can fucking just.
Pablo, what was the
dial it up.
Spade genre that we can't find ever that we've been marking out for since we became friends? And every time we try to find it, we can't find it.
You talking about the elevator gimmick?
Is that the.
Back in time.
And what about the other one when he's on the plane?
Back in time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. I
And it's free,
As long as it's
Scott?
not. Yeah.
Lord,
free.
he's asking if it's
As
free.
No, because they were
If it
charging
wasn't
for
free-
a while. They
Yeah,
were
if
charging
it
per
wasn't free, it
episode.
was like $1.99.
He's not paying
$1.99.
$1.99, bro.
I'm not talking to you.
Scott, does that include music too? The musical performances?
No, that's the one problem.
Yeah.
Right.
I hate the musical
And
performance.
95% of them.
But the
right.
7 of them that were good
Right.
over 30 years
Like the
are
Diva
fucking
one we were
great.
talking
I've
about
clipped
last
all
week.
that. I got the Tracy Chapman. I got
Yeah.
that.
You got the
Right,
Sinead
Pete Jig?
O'Connor.
Right.
Right, Pete Jigs? We got that. We
but
go
the
in
app
and
is
find
great.
ways
I mean,
around
it's
that.
like, and you can pick the era, you can pick the decade that you want to go to, and it's fucking dope. And it's like,
I'm not
Belushi.
mad at this because me and Pablo, every time we're trying to laugh, because we used to piss ourselves at Spade, but I can't find.
Yeah,
we
you
can't
can't find any of that shit on
Lord
the
Michaels
internet.
shut shits down. I think I got to buy that gimmick. It's like $5.99. The DVD that's like best of David.
As you're saying that, I'm pretty sure I might have paid like 99 cents or $1.99 for or something like that. It's
Gotta go back in
time.
Anyway, that's it. That's my recommendation.
Stallone, you come with the more freshest ones of everybody.
definitely.
You're like
Good
a little
look.
bit off the wall. I like that.
Good look.
Little bit.
Pablo, Professor Pablo, you got a recommendation?
Yeah, this is in the YouTube Vortex category.
Okay. Now that you're right, Vortex, because
Yeah.
one thing leads to another.
The wormhole.
So this channel is called Channel Frederator,
Okay.
as in Fred. And they have like all little fun series. Like one's called 107 Facts. Like it'll be 107 Facts about Family Guy.
Okay.
You'll know about 50 of them, but some of you won't.
Yeah. That
And
sounds
then-
interesting.
And it's dope. And then another one they got is called Cartoon Conspiracy.
Okay.
And this one's interesting where they're like, some of them they try to debunk them, or some sound legit. Like one of them's like, Peter Pan killing the Lost Boys? And they break shit down.
Oh, that's
and you're
heavy.
like, yo, this motherfucker, this shit might be happening.
Okay.
like another one, Frosty the Snowman for Sicko. Is Frosty evil? And they like break it down, and then at the end they might be like,
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that
Sicko,
video.
are you evil?
Bob's Burger, are they all dead? And they break down like the shit that goes on. Maybe they're fucking
Why would
dead.
they be dead?
You got to watch the John.
You're sparking a couple things that I want to say, but please continue.
And the last one, I mean, there's tons of them, but this other one was dope. Was Scooby Doo? All the villains are rich people, and they pretty much break down like what era it was in
and why
and
that
the collapse
happened.
of the economy. And pretty much every person is a professor or a lawyer, or so like every single criminal in Scooby Doo is a well-to-do.
So someone was
rich person.
clearly smoking and mad at
Yeah, it was
well-to-do people.
Yeah, it was crazy. So shit like
Say
that.
it again, P.
Channel Fred Orator.
Dope.
Is it like a bunch of episodes?
Yeah, it's like it's called like the series is called 107 Facts, and there's just tons of them based on every cartoon out there, and another one called Cartoon Conspiracy.
I think I sent this to everybody in the room. I'm just putting it out there. It's not so much a recommendation, but I think everyone would agree that I should say it. Everybody has access to YouTube. Check out something called The Chickening.
watch it today.
I don't ever want to watch that again.
It made its way on like the Yahoo page.
Okay, so it's blowing up.
People
The
are gonna know,
chickening. The chickening. There's also, we've all in here discussed Kubrick, the potential moon landing stuff. We've discussed Room 237. One of my recommendations earlier was Stanley Kubrick's boxes, correct?
Yes.
Very soon, and I kept this from you, I have someone that I'm friends with that did two films breaking down every Kubrick film and why he was part of more of a master plan, and they're supposed to be at my house this week.
Fuck.
So
I will be over to watch those with you.
we'll see how that happens. With that said, this has been the 10th episode.
Wow.
I'm so proud to have made it this far with you guys.
Absolutely.
Mick, thank you for sitting in with us, man.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We really appreciate
Very
it.
honored to be here.
She's good.
OG,
Yo.
you happy that we did this gimmick?
Yeah, man. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's it's cool hanging out with people online, and I couldn't be happier with it, honestly.
Sicko, I know we've told each other this a couple times, but I'll say it, and hopefully you'll reiterate it instead of being a jerk. But I look forward to this every week.
Absolutely. This is the only thing I have to live for.
It's the most fun I have. Making music is the most fun I have. And being with my pals and doing this shit is the most fun I
Absolutely.
have. Cousin Frank, thank you for being here for all of them. We know you had some DJ gigs to do and get that guap.
Crazy.
P. Jiggy,
We love you all. We love everybody. We're going to be on iTunes real soon. We're also looking for some advertisers. Did it again. Looking for some advertisers. So
He's
hit
got
us
a
up on
stigmata,
the, hit us up on the email address. You know what I'm saying?
hip us up on the email. Stigmata, hip us up. No, anybody wants to advertise, we ain't pushing no crazy rates. You know what I'm saying? Punk rock rates. We'll big you up. We got a bunch of
get
kids.
it on the ground floor.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, but like we're
Also, we take a lot of photos while we're doing this show.
like the ones you ruined.
And every show, I don't know if you noticed, but at least me, I wear band shirts. So if you're in a band that's cool, send us your shit. Thank you.
I don't know if you've
Big
noticed. but
sizes.
I wear clothes of any kind.
I wear
so
clothes.
Send me clothes.
I wear nothing but band shirts. So if you're in a band,
Yeah, rock tees.
send me some shit. Send me your rock team.
Yeah, so
Big
baskets,
sizes, 4X and
fucking-
above.
let me think about how I'm going to close this, or should I just close it? No, I guess like Pablo said, the most important thing is the iTunes soon, and all of the we hear you. Everybody out there, we hear you with
Yes.
the apps and all of that. We're on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube.
Not for nothing, man.
But it's very
Go
easy
to
to-
fucking YouTube and push play.
Yeah, I know.
And then if you gotta shut it, remember the time you were on. Oh, it was on 35 minutes, and then just pick it up later, man. It's not fucking that hard.
He's right,
Like,
though.
motherfuckers,
I
get
don't
on
understand
there.
how
Yo,
people get so vexed
Look,
over it.
man, I love everybody who listens to this show, but the three jerk-offs who can't figure out how to fucking use YouTube or SoundCloud, like, yo, man, like, just fucking push play.
It's because they
and
have
then push
phones. They don't have.
pause.
They probably don't have computers. It's
Yeah,
about
but
the
yeah,
data.
okay,
Here's the
you can
thing,
download it
I
on
watch
SoundCloud.
everything on my fucking phone, man.
You can download the whole episode.
Correct.
Yes.
And let's say
Jerk-offs.
you're listening to YouTube and I text you. You know how that ruins it?
Yeah.
That
if I
doesn't
text you
happen.
while you're listening to SoundCloud, it
Right.
doesn't. You can take a 3-hour drive to Long Island and nothing will bother you.
Right.
So every person that writes, "Why can't you do it here? It's easier to stream." I listen to full shit on SoundCloud with nothing.
Yeah.
There's always going to be
all
some people who got shit they want to bitch about. But yo, we did it originally on SoundCloud and YouTube because it's so easy. That's why we're doing it.
Right, I got you.
So like, yo, don't hit Vinny on the fucking Instagram. God help you hit me on the fucking thing and say some shit because I'll fucking go off. Vinny's
ban
fucking
you.
nice. I'll ban you from the show.
Absolutely,
Never
he
listen
will.
again.
He will.
He's our chief banner.
He fucking
I don't
will.
wanna
Chief
do it.
man. He doesn't want to.
Fucking right.
But he will.
He'll do it if it's
But he
got to
will.
be done. He
Go
don't
to
care.
the thing, push the gimmick, play, pause, the end.
It's not that complicated.
BroadStreetBreakdown.com. This has been episode 10. I can't believe we made it this far.
Yeah.
We will see you next motherfucking week.
Peace.
Wait.